person. The name say oh, you businessman. Oh, you na I will try work a stack. It's not used to word be say well, there are some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa we you are no baby anya day. Enye asem ye day. Ehia. Etimesese asem ba. Umienya botre. Ebianse na oka se obi wo football
Park Academy.
Inti say players na nkwa na wo na omba fa. Hen wo omba fa. So ebi nso a wo nkom no na ente saa. Metro no minim Kofi.
Also no.
Minim Kofi ta.
Okay.
Kofi a good person. The name say oh, you businessman. Oh, you na chuma I will try work a stack. It's not used to word be say well, there are some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa we you are no baby anya day. Enye asem ye day. Ehia. Etimesese asem ba. Umienya botre. Ebianse na oka se obi wo football
Park Academy.
Inti say players na nkwa na wo na omba fa. Hen wo omba fa. So ebi nso a wo nkom no na ente saa. Metro no minim Kofi.
Also no.
Minim Kofi ta.
Okay.
Kofi a good person. The name say oh, you businessman. Oh, you na chuma I will try work a stack. It's not used to word be say well, there are some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa we you are no baby anya day. Enye asem ye day. Ehia. Etimesese asem ba. Umienya botre. Ebianse na oka se obi wo football
Park Academy.
Inti say players na nkwa na wo na omba fa. Hen wo omba fa. So ebi nso a wo nkom no na ente saa. Metro no minim Kofi.
Also no.
Minim Kofi ta.
Okay.
Kofi a good person. The name say oh, you businessman. Oh, you na chuma I will try work a stack. It's not used to word be say well, there are some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa we you are no baby anya day. Enye asem ye day. Ehia. Etimesese asem ba. Umienya botre. Ebianse na oka se obi wo football
Park Academy.
Supposed to be the biggest friend enemy of NAM1. Do you know? It's a guy called Kofi Boat. That's this guy. He's a businessman, so rich. In fact, a lot of people know how opulent this guy here called Kofi Boat. Now listen to this and come here. Watch this. Kofi Boat and NAM1 have been very close friends, business partners, and beyond that, they met time after time. When NAM1 was arrested in Dubai, his businesses in Ghana were folding up, and he contacted Kofi Boat and asked him to do well to support the businesses a little bit. And one of those businesses was Xylophone, a radio station that was based right here in Accra that I played on. In fact, electricity bills became a very big problem to pay at Xylophone. As for salaries for over 14 months.
If you are software, almost do my accounts, yes, I did my voice. And there were musicians, almost do my accounts, yes, I did, because I'm a musician. Obeti aga zo Kobosho bi na huska na aba. Ye bisa the question obeti me ya no. Sa no mo pe o.
Okodem 50 years ona no kodem. Ye hwe show boy. Okodem ba he ne ordinam ho.
Na de tonium.
Enyum no ka sa agba afa so.
More fast.
Na say awada ni say counselors today.
Yes.
Who ni left, who ni right, or he has issues with almost everyone. Minim some kodem ya wo mo pania.
And ya wo politicians so a. Amusu so ye. The here ni say obehu ni percentage. No also drawn a script amount. So we no asemba ho a we no yi loan bi ne ekoji ye na de ni nyina tie nyina ya krofo ne to. Etu betimi ehun krofo bi a. Onse de hu adwuma bi a o ye. Ube who musician be
Who you be a
you better go to. It you are software or modi on accounts a yes harden my boys. And there were musicians are almost do on accounts a yes harden because I'm a musician. Obeti guys oh Kobosho be na who's canaba. You be the question obeti me yano. Son of Mupeo.
Them 15 years or none of them. You heard show boy. Or them by Henia or the number.
Not the tonium.
And you look at our buffer so
more fast.
And I say our dad is a counselor today.
Yes.
Who on the left, who on the right, or he has issues with almost everyone. Meaning some could my war more pioneer.
And your war politicians in Swa. I was so ye. The here is over the percentage. No, I also have drawn a script amount. So, we know, assemble one. Oh, we know, you know, being a quadri, and I didn't need a change in California to one. It will bet me who Kofi. Once a day, what you may be, oh, yeah. Who musician be who you be you better go to. It you are software or modi on accounts a yes harden my boys. And you want me.
Hey, obviously the graphs was it does it concern you? My name say on it I mean cause my videos me brain no. All the comments about what you nipa kura concern ni ahwe nipa kura ni ahwe. I say wo gala storage na dos. Mo bia good morning. Storage na dos. So na ma betina me ba calling na meja. Me dem hu ka cause Blakk Rasta a hypocrite. Was a Blakk Rasta a hypocrite. He is not serious koda. Just because someone is in trouble, then you start spilling nonsense. Timaya monies. Okay. Na Kenneth Ohene Esidu Junior. Okay. And some of the adults for Ghana. I can't believe that so say Kofi Booty in papa. Kofi Booty ndi boni bia. Yemfa boni nche no. Nkomo okoso. Hops na do yenso adi nkomo. Ono so the information abeto abonten. And ono so che na adwene wo ho. The storage ne de adults wa comfort mama comfort me chiapa mama comfort me chiao. Me chiapa man se dia me chiao. Ode bia and I mean hunu bo afa me good morning me chiapa. Vivian Eze ni me chiao. Also on me caption as my caption me trolling my na me chire mu chire. Mini studio nti se maturity na dey achemo ma me caption na me chire mu. Me caption na o kan me ade ish. Me fu credit dey na ni ayi. I say FBI arrested Kofi Boat. He is not a scammer. Dr. Likee. FBI for Kochi Kofi Boat. Dr. Likee say onye scammer. And ni china mdi aban. Okay. Richmond aye chain me chapa Richmond chain me chapa. Lydia baby. Ebusiafo. Yemon komo bua. I am on fast or bon fast. Was it daybreak? Bentu Koku Furi. Daybreak is a Ghana the Adichin de be a storage members out. Also, let's come down on issues. Ghanaians. I told my friend it was Ghanaians who killed Jesus, but people never believe. Ghana put the Koku Jesus home. Sagasios. Michapa, good morning. Michao. Gala for the Koku Jesus. I see.
How to use the laser home kit. First, apply the gel directly to the tooth surface as demonstrated on the video. Second, connect the light to your phone using the USB provided. Leave the light shining on your teeth for 16 minutes. Fourth, rinse your mouth and the mouthpiece with water, cold water. And lastly, smile. Using the toothpaste separately. Brush twice daily with the toothpaste. Bear in mind, this product is not suitable for pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, and children under 18 years old. Enjoy!
I am Bushafo. So we pair a sifita structure of the body, and the enough for Hokodom unique laser whiten. Any tea stains, coffee stains, smoking stains, beer, unique laser whitening product. Ebe yini ne free summer, come. The Oyan is so befraying. I was 079-9979-2330. Unique laser whitening, or say Muni Seso.
Unique. Penifose bibio wi asenti ne da ne atopno na ne pabone fonti e wo se wo bambo hu hia na ne papa mu de Pro Technologies ana me kan fama wo ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the South Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now beso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and Nensa also. We get CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell, and intercom, and satellite TV, home theater. So upe biato, and wato, and pese be install ma. Pro Technologies and our software. Na shenenso. Say fidye nyina fra America brochime ndi send papam na opedia menwene ho na ne bo anso da form me che no the web brochime mu ha ene branch e wo Ghana ye ni mo bra wo bre nti sika fa yensem se fa nya japade ma wo Ghana wo da na ne tenese ye general construction so web brochire na peso si fi o Ghana e dan plan bi o peso si se wa sha se dada ana afi na peso si plan bia ye besiama eno echi so ye solar power ana bamba ho sensem bi ade woni ye ni nsawoso ne esanso ye smart home abefo fidie bi apese hye e wo fie ana watwuma mo de ma wo woni ye ni nsawoso we are just a call away ne esanso wadan de ma han ana ofre brochire bedu Ghana na wo pe full house room ana apartment ahan for short term ana long term ye be ma obiane border form na bamba ho nsem de manwene ho enna ye interior decoration so wasi fie na wie ana ye su fie na ma no yes sir.
All right abushafo me checha mu biom ai abeta ho ye de me chao Victor me chao so pa me chao Masedua what's this aye wo mo se Ghana fo le kum Jesus o Ghana fo le kum Jesus. I see I don't know why money is coming to Ghana and we believe these guys. This guy came here misusing our resources for low percentage for us. Nana akusa. Asemna no ayede. Yede na esi abranti ode school so ni akwache no. Ni eche no won say Ghana the story ne ba obi abekan de. Onfo be din komo. O me cheche story ni obi abeche na adwena fa ho. Obi abebusa de ekole de eba. Obi ad ne de kakra be so. Say si say ne ba hin na fi he ko hin obi abeche na kama. Ni ese fe ni Kofi butu. Na omo kire say ye kan omo ye romance scam online ni ade a on na ye omo chairman pa sa na omo news na omo de aba ni kire ti e beto abontin obi a kire na adwene fa ho antu be di akomechi apa e beto Ghana no obi ade na adwene kire e de fa ho ama Dr Likee so aba abontin be kire na adwene fa ho oso nim Kofi butu pa na Kofi butu nye nipa money oye businessman a Kofi butu no otuan kofo be 1000 ka o workers mi bire titu mu nyina aka kama pa Dr Likee nse mo be ka fa Kofi butu no hono no ana eye Blakk Rasta enso aba bonten ana Blakk Rasta so say onu so nim sa Kofi butu na NAM1 na nam so ko hu Kofi butu no atwe NAM1 na dipen tama NAM1 ekọ ahohiahia mu no a wo so pesika bi ana Kofi butu ese obeto ne car no dia man obeto ama no na ekowi asiri na se ono na asa ato car no iti amanfo kasa amanfo the information ba amanfo di nkomo se Ghana the story no beto wa for the first you need few you need the amanfo be di nkomo akire ebi kisi ni ayesi ebi nyina obi abebie ni nyina kama pa inti Kofi butu case na eda ho eni yidi ho nkomo ena eye ula will host two program bi so mo program o UTV o almost say United Showbiz nti ne okotena so showbiz nti ade bi trendy entertainment bibia ye show nti no bibia koso Ghana bi omudi hu nkomo to no so kwakire na adwene wo so cause one ye host no nti ene ko busa questions e de fa ho ene je omo kwatena so no so kire omo adwene kakra e wo sa story no ho e fa ye Kofi boot no e de ho na Likee e ko so mu Likee kire se onu do nim Kofi boot no pa onim no na wonim se Kofi boot nye nipa bone ni o yi papa na asem ni timi ko hia na akofa so this is not Kofi boot, this is that Joe Remix. They are two different people. And Dr. Likee kire se eno na enam so a ema onu no hu ni so yi papa onye nipa bone ni na eye hops na doye aba abonten eno no so betwere comment ato 14 hours ago na hops na doye betwere to say only will leak information e di ama so food na saa so for only ombudin so for kro do nim ne ho na so for kro no o edan maako 27 mansions wo is Legon any traza computer ho a wo de Airbnb yes ase wo pe be ada any ade betima ko rent bi na wo de akwakoda eno wo kire say saa so for kro no e ka FBI for list ne ho nti se wo le we so for Ghana na wo dan 27 wo se da ma number ni yi pa mansion se wo is Legon ni traza kwa a wo de Airbnb ni bia ene na wo so oka FBI list ne ho nti hwe no wo ntukwan na wo so waso betima ye hyepa na utie hasemu na ko comment section na manfo comment no bia che na adwene fa ho se ish na so for the ede na wo so copy list ne so sai be basa story we so later na be baso ani abe pinsin mu yi pa ba for now no yemfa free ba bi mbra padi am di to screen so me nim ni din de ono so be din komo e de fa Kofi boot ne nkofo a chichi omo e so omo yesaka wane hwan ono so be din komo fa ho on de na adwena wo kire ne sei sa nkofo no omo sa scam ne ade na sika wo omo nsam no omo na timi boa ma movie industry no etimi koso pa on etimi boa ma movie industry no entertainment industry no koso. It is a FBI for betichi wo musa ne dia na se be ma adwuma na ba fom ase mo gano onu na jino ochela so so e gana ni oche na adwene o si omo no ene boa e ma movie industry ne de keke ka ho na wo gara no enu timi koso wo Ghana. It is a FBI for e betichi sa konfo ne dia e be ma movie industry ne ade na aka no problem about home. You man know agenda mention pa don't make you. I remember movie industry there was a problem. It one day we na adwene mu dia. We na adwene mu dia. Next we hu ni say we say mu jai sa anko for ne cheche. Say the be on beti menya sika be boa movie industry dey say entertainment industry say hwan on benya sika ba be boa. So that I say e basa and e be problem. Na na koza I say if the man of God don't travel, what will happen? And the do I mops na the Bible story. Skywalker me chepo. Sa samamba asem kase pale da wasempo sa no. Nti say no mo achima chi woman, FBI achi woman. Enya dia Ghana for no a omo ho case yi mu bi no. O me fa ne bete in the sense say yemfa se me amete na Kofi boot ne nkofo ya chichichi om Kofi boot din ne aba abonten a obi abo yes ba ko bi kura ka ho no so kura din fufuru bi enti e ma se me metie na bia Kofi boot me ne wo di bi ayeye na bia me MP na me minister ana se me sofo bi na me businessman bi at Ghana na me ne Kofi boot ne nkofo no di bi ayeye a se ya ye ka sei a ya chi eye sa nkofo no me am ye MP na me sofo ana se me ho na wo se me so me ward na mitimi tie boy lechi because anyesa na so kwa ene metewa na de mus media aba beto to ati say my system no mu a because omo a chi obo no say links ati say di ma mi dibi e de senior ma bi wa chi da ha sei e de chairman bi wa chi da ha enti enya nche chairman ni senior ma fo no ba boys na ne a chi omo boys no so ya che na de ne koyi no se de ne kodia na ebi ye prepare kakra boys wa start no so release gum se de haji akọ release bi gum a mo de beto abontem ye TV no ndi chairman afọ no be boase de be ya yemfa enkwada ne nko ko se nkora ne kwa aha chairman atewa na oloso de aba beto jama akọfa asam de aba na yenti like nsem wo kan ye time wo kopie mu ewo United Showbiz no di ne nkomo no wo kire se onu do nim Kofi boat no Kofi boat di papa oni obi wo ye kromfo anase oni obi wo ye ami wo ye basa o businesses ahodo a oye no money ska wo nkofo be 1000 awafo madwuma a Kofi boat no tua nkofo mebire na aka ene ade na bi asem na akwa and I'm will be a music Kofi boot here according to Dr. Likee.
Natural no minimum Kofi. Minimum Kofi ta.
Okay.
Kofi a good person. The name say oh you businessman. Oh you na chuma ah utua workers ka. It's a musu word be say wala ya there some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa wi wa no ba bia nya dai. Enye yi asem ya dai. Ehia. Etimes say asem ba. Umienya botre ebianse na ukase obi wo football
Park Academy
nti say players na nkwa na wom na omba fine he no omba fa so ebi nso a wom kom no na nte saa natural no minimum Kofi minimum Kofi ta
okay
Kofi a good person the name say oh you businessman oh you na twuma ah utua workers ka it's a musu word be say wala ya there some tools so on
papa Dr. Likee akasa te say I say oya oba tan na atifi na obaba ebe fi no o de be ma bi edi na chi aba fi be ma le ba pack Rolls Royce bi na ebia o aso na o de ebia kakra sha aso nsem so atin komo na say o say aso no Ghana ya ma me ka Ghana ya ma me fo no enyo mu nyina yinipa ma be 10 a ma me fo be 10 ebia mu be 2 pe ene betimi abusa eye na asese asewo ye adwuma ben e wan nya idea taisi eni mdamike asewo be ma kra no ebia be 3 pe bi ene bebusa se wasewo be ma aye adwuma ben taisi so ati ase omudo mu nyanse omo baba na idi ana baba na nya ade bi a wona meche no obetima bobra enti Dr. Likee nkomo na wudi na kwese obi ode obema Kofi na ne maame emusa ase wa kire level wa kire sika ase akire japade na maame ne papa ndi omu ncheke okay o maasi jawo maasi ho ase won cheke enu san komo na Likee di ni sana akwa you go to Likee nkomo odia we businessman business ben and ono animo Likee ni business ko me business ko and was so say yesi nkofu ba ku bi kra a chine so esan wo football club na sese ne nkoda no be kwa hefa o ba bia nkomo na wodi no ono no check ne sika no kon fa so wonyaaye ene ha wo si enya ne sika ne ahe ho ne nya ono nasem ne de ne yese nkofu bi etimi nya bibi didi e wo nipa ne na ase nti ne kon ase e check no ti nkomo ne yepa ono abuka na de Japan kura no wote Ghana ko ono abuka na Japan wote Ghana omo se yamana contract wo koye light eno kwa mbo de bono yamana contract na wanya sika no contract no waje akwa yeho nti wanya sika eno ko mbe so bu hunu ba bi onya onja mche no nti we ni say na da epon so sa no amanfo be so mu hunu business ben no mo ye because we tie spending na how we see your money o mana enye say ya na ye aburuchirefo mebiri na ayo beta bo mo tie aburuchi na beti sa nkomo we na se yi pa because what tie aburuchire na sika beto accounts and as what aburuchi na ko yi sika ne ye wa wo dia akora wa ko yi sika ye wo dia o bank ne credit mi say abusa say sika no say ya aburuchi sam na me kemi kan Ghana asem ndo mo tie aburuchi na beti nkomo we na se yi pa Ghana ho ne we say bibia de bibia mu da ho a betima ye do peso bibia beta aburuchi no sika ne ye wo dia o a wakọ kashi o ye betima san afra o ase abusa sika no nya no he sika ne betom no ko fa no he sika na wayi na doso de question wa wo sika wu a wakoye adwuma a wanya no ye be san atete wo wa wo sika no sa me ka mi san sika mu bi wo bia MoneyGram na okwa akwaje a ni ebusa ehwan de brew wo ye hwan wo de no edwuma ben question be say busa wo sika na ye obi dia no kwa akwaji no question be say busa ho no a different issue but what check here ho na akora bi be 20 years akora bi be 20 years na akora 20 years obi okura be Benz Ghana for nyame ahira no ye wo saa you know saa say you hu ni say nyame na ahira no so nyame ahira wo twi Benz nyame 20 years adwuma wo ye no nya Benz ni de nya obi asem ho ne mfo obi aho. The most important thing is uchi Benz. The most important thing is wasidan. The most important thing is and honey here a year or more di o mani hunu ba kwan afa so aye say adwuma de ni de obi ani wo fa ho obi ani wo fa sa adsem no ho eno de ade da ho like nkoma odin emi so hu FBI FBM so like hu FBI to say osu ebia osu police station ebi ohun ti say for Kumasi ebi ohun FBI to say Santasi police station and I say Patasi police station and I say ebia Asokwa police station like hono betia si pa komedini Kumasi ebi ohun ni say Ebuakwa police station FBI nkomo ni yedi no na FBI tima for flight abetena Ghana na mma bechi obi wo Ghana wonyi bone asem amoka amonya kefu kaka FBI ho nkomo ni yedi no FBI ho nkomo ni yedi no so no ba Ghana no wantima nkwachi obi a nipa ba akopɛ no okoba no so ohun se be before no be for flight de afi ni klom aba oklom no waye ne bibia awie o we na mo kan ye de wo na wonim wo na wonim Kofi boat no ana wonim se ontimi nya bone wo na wonim o ene ye wo wasam ba de oye wo underground de wo wonim o ene de ho nya wo wasam de wo de wani hunu ni se Kofi twika ebia Kofi atoka watua obi kasei ebia Kofi wo wekesi sei ebia Kofi ene ne bia wonim ba kwan of us wo ye de ho nya wo wasam ene like nkomu no wodi na se kire ne ho na free ba wo no on fa ho ne kwan a Kofi ne nya le sika ne ho de nya na asem wo so ye businessman ebia Kofi na aka che so me ye businessman ene on so wonu so ye businessman ana ato the team odi din komo ba kwan a Kofi ye ni business ne de ho de nya like na asem na before obi ebefo plane broni ebefo ni plane aba Ghana no no etimide letter akoma eye interior minister muntie format ni yo nyeso obaya na okwachi yo o de krata bre interior minister o ama interior minister age krata ama interior minister nso atwero e de akoma eye court eye process tententin o nyeso obaya na no wura ikantamanto na na akwachi obi debi eye long process ene o mo no tumi so o ma betena system ni mu ache wo ene o boys na chele ache o metima yesa adwuma no eye simple masa nkofo ope wache wo no ope evidence nti obetima betena Ghana baabi a mo chele a mo kom club ne ade no obetima ba ho bi abetwa bi obetima no ba twi bi ya live bi ebi ko obetima kra na account am office omo de omo live bi obetima yi bi ope evidence ne keke edi bi ko ma ba hyeku mo bebe 10 years o e no ma ye omo live bi awi e na afi no no feel say ode na information ba bonten because me check omo record na FBI for me so omo cases o ma ye nyina no 98 and 99 there omo wini sa case ni nyina before obe ba so 4 times alo no I yes wa underground work na eduma na si ento no buy na okuli street enya Ghana for investigation na ebe na abisim case na adibechi yes ajoin case ajoin debi we nya abisim case we enya abisim case we enya abisim case yo ya kese o twitwa na hye fridge m o no na se o twitwa no fridge ne nie enipa na hyem no ba ko tisha ba ko na hye ha o ye hwehwe mu case ajoin enye ho o enya abisim case we ye FBI o ebisen ko phone nim ko we mu nya ayi we FBI na aba ena o mo no ye o de o me no mo di krata aba abonte o eti before o bo do le krata aba o ma yo madwuma nyina awie e case close eti we no ba na wo ka bia wo de wu nim fa na ho na wo ka but insanity na benya problem wo ase Kofi ne kura akwaji atum ubehu ano na Kofi akwaji atum ko courting eye Kofi defense na nase ne lawyers ne kasa no o mu din komo court but judge ne say o have evidence na o mu dia begu pono so na Jack and was two case ne dia sheda say 26 or 25th of this month or two asheda o have evidence na ko fo dia begu pono so na masa we ni nya yi bia wo mo pese o mo ti o fa format ne so keke dia bia fo pese o me no o mo no pese o mo fa format ne so keke na say ye format enti na o mo de fa we so na ke straight ometam fast bete wo say forma say faha na we afaha na jeja bam ni ai na ye kama na sumdua ba what I say because I mara na eli adwuma no judge ni so wo hwe evidence na nkofo ndi agupu no so na enya afi ne be ka se Kofi nkoda David we dey mo fa na kwashara mo sa mbra bim ne enwene ho because evidence na nkofo ndi agupu no so anas secret me evidence na FBI anas arme ya anas ono kura na otiminya evidence na FBI asema ambuka ehu e wasa bu check mo nsam na ambuka ni because e dia Ghana fo ni bi wo mu ni omu ye adwuma wo yeah nyeso mo stand by omu wo Ghana fo ni bi wo mu omu ni omu na nam ye adwuma check de e ko ne de e ba tinye FBI fo nkwa na ho Ghana fo wo mu omu boa wo mu wo kan wo mase we da e so wo ye steady we di agorabo ase wo ho akofra e bia mfa wo ho na wa ko wuram se brum anasa arme ya otiminya evidence na enye FBI bi timenya evidence ye komani pa enti di ama eye ye fele say aburochirefo no mebre na no case we no mu di hu komo mebre ne say woti aburochiri na unya sika bi emu du a the rate emisi a check wo no Derek Moore o say I just sent you a message, check it out, matime check tiase so woti aburochiri the rate of boys ni spend sika wo Ghana ho no any the rate omutwi cash ne ade no wo ibisa na wo fra aburochiri ko Ghana obebusa se age na adwuma ben no mo ye beto obi wo no te Ghana no a wonyenya sa experience ni bi ewo eye aburochiri no ono do befa ne say ye normal ono de ye normal de ma no ono anya de bi eye bia de ma no kra ye normal nyame na ehira no wata se bia beko na boy bi cash we nyina agu ni fiu cash we nyina bo se gubo bi fi nyame ehira boy no ba question ne say wo hira ne say wo hira ne say adwuma be no ye ho de embassy bebusa onya ko busa say kim Ghana ni be ka se wa ya ho ya upa ko busa sisi o me ka se wa ya ho ya ko na boy we mi agu ni dem no wo twi na wo ye wi na wo say nyame ehira no question ne say o ye adwuma ben question na eso busa but Ghana for no mo te Ghana no mebre na mo nyenya emrofo na experience no omo no do mo hu ni say nyame na ehira no ye musa ubusa pe wo ya ho ya waya say ubusa pe wo ya ho ya but the moment a ubebusa no e ho na nkyiremu ni beba say obi a wanya 20 years na cash you gu ni dem na ni tani pe wo twi cash ni ade no the question is say onya sika no wahin say nipa no adwuma be no wo ye say nipa no oye den na otimi enya saa no ma we nyina o de fa me fa bacho Derek o de fa number so ana so o de fa me inbox ana sesen because me hu bibia o hasa o de fa me inbox ana me mo so de fa inbox a ma me hu ni say inbox na me check ni sisi ya so that say eti question ni say o say tell them abisim case be Ghana o this is FBI case imano gender asare gender asare o mo nim say we ya abisim case o we ya FBI we FBI we nye JB Danko mehu wa yin wa Kofi boat okay see this Kofi boat mehu wa me dase mehu wa yin wa mehu wa Derek mehu wa mehu what car so sa mehu any Derek do the picture no the brem ni Derek picture no the brem ni Derek o picture ni mehu me dase any Derek picture ni picture we dey wa bontin pa me dase Derek me dase so we nya JB Danko ayakuna ya hwehwemu na hwan we nya debi we ye FBI so that say we ye FBI this is a well investigated case Derek me dase pa enti Ghana fo no mebe na nte emso mo nte asem na se enti ye mo nte ade adwuma na eda ho na se enye adwuma ketwa na eda ho sempo sa no a mudidi ho nkomo a mafa ne say normal because bibia na normal no na wo abruchi ehwe me na wo de wa kan kan okore wa tena abruchi abo adwuma na wakọ Ghana wakọ di holiday say bia 2 weeks pe na wakọ club na bia okura be 20,000 na mo tonyom na wa yi bundle no mumia nkan mumia adi wa mumia mbusa question question e wasi busa o wasi busa Tiabroche for na betin komo wi na se mo Ghana for de be ya ho ya obeka so ya ho ya but obi o tiabroche betin sanse wi na se mo cause we check ya wona wa fam no Now check hours away. Clocking our clocking. No when you're 20,000 Ghana cedis. No aqua club, no aqua to a book club. Mumium bisa question. Say, hey, a day, I do my bena boy see, I was so bisa. I was so bisa, and you mean she will be a ray, and you mean she does the insurance, and yes, I say, I do my dinner with you, Mubashi show. But Chirika say, baby, oh, ya, don't be damn pumps to see it, and when I'm seeing Yanni Yano. What you can't want to say, eh? Obi dan pem sisi ya wo team wa abrochi wo ti de no honam si ya ne ya no de da ho no so obeso da kodware kwa ya asefoforo ti de it is a boy so dey yes adi we na e wo se mu busa obo question say chale unya sika no wa hin unya sika no wa hin mu sasa question ma mo fa no beteza wa nya ne sa de asemeba e bia ne sa akoyi sem a wo ke padi other schools ne sem wo no ke o kire say FBI for chi o machi eye sa apadi no according to no who ni say e was so mujai no e was so mujai na oba because so mo yesaka wakra na omutimi de sika no boa music industry who dey tiase mo wote wokekan o de ono omo ncheki o omo ncheki be sika ni free bow e na omo ncheki be no na ho na nyoma sem wose so omo ya yikura na omo na boa ma music industry ni ho ahwan nyina akoso kama e wo Ghana it is a mo chichi omo a bede na sa adwumadi na akoso on baby na adwen no won omfa wo hu ni obi a wakobu no ze bi onya sika no so okum nipa so ye den e honye na asem mumma omumbra mbeboa entertainment industry intim bintim was say kwona ba you are a prophet I can't even go to bath me say asem we dey abroche for na bete me common asem Victor Nyakon so there was ne nyina ye ne ya me say abroche defo abroche defo na bete nkomo we na say wo mo nti obotigara na obotiasi wo obefa na say normal enya normal sa o akowe se bo kare lo was munjaro na ompi munje sa mo cheche o mo na boa music industry.
There's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it.
Okay.
Industry na yesu ye free be investment grounds. Ye amount for yesu investment and a movie for soon music for so ye pesca form the omobeshe. Unfortunately, these people are show interest in our industry.
Really?
They are investing in our industry. They are giving artists the right value for money.
Wow.
They are the ones building the facilities we need to enhance the creative activities. They are keeping the culture alive. So what do we do? Because Sebi artists na ye juma opeso twa quality videos opeso tutu kwan emiti people near their day. How are we also able to sell our industry to legit money makers? Because do you know why? Why do they find it comfortable to enter our space only when they want to watch their money? Because let me tell you, some of the biggest clubs in the world.
Okay.
I need to know be 1 billion a night. Sikana was so far baby into me. I'm them hold them a bottle. And I do remain a straight person. I'm saying, bottle yeah, baby, I could be at 10,000 Ghana cedis. That is the way.
Say yeah.
Omuna creative facilities now. Omuye shows my artists need to be a performing.
Okay.
Omuna try artists the right checks. And omu use artists need to front it. So fortunately, there's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it.
Somebody na work. Munja boys no. Omuna show interest e music industry. Omuna mo omuna ntede aboka na si o. Sa some na mo Canada we mo some a different issue. Omo a different planet with different understanding big crowd was some na mo keka no. Omo na boa music no ekoso. Entertainment no na sponsor. Omo na ye bibia. Enti we ni ya no kura na da ho no e kan. Enti munja some tata nkofo. What? I've go maybe free ba no. Ghana for no but all omo some a different. Do no mu delay was all who have business no material. The dab one thing I Ghana ni bi ache na adwen. Wo de akwatena TV so ga. Ti.
There's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it.
Okay.
Industry na yesu ye free be investment grounds. Ye amount for yesu investment and a movie for soon music for so ye pesca form the omobeshe. Unfortunately, these people are show interest in our industry.
Really?
They are investing in our industry. They are giving artists the right value for money.
Wow.
They are the ones building the facilities we need to enhance the creative activities. They are keeping the culture alive. So what do we do? Because Sebi artists na ye juma opeso twa quality videos opeso otutu kwan emiti people near the day. How are we also able to sell our industry to legit money makers? Because do you know why? Why do they find it comfortable to enter our space only when they want to watch their money? Because let me tell you, some of the biggest clubs in the world. Okay. And it will be better me 1 billion and 90. Sikana go was so far baby into me am dem ho dem bottle. And I do remain a straight person. I'm saying bottle yeah baby I could be at 10,000 Ghana cedis. That is the way. Say yeah. Omuna creative facilities now. Omuye shows my artists need to be a performing. Okay. Omuna try artists the right checks. And omu use artists need to front it. So fortunately, there's an unspoken truth, but I have to say.
Abusha for mo baby adni free ban. It's me say abrochire for na betting common ase no. Omo te Ghana woni de. Omo ye nipa 10 e bia mu be 2 e na beti de ene e kan wa abrochire na ase. 8 na kan nya forget it. Omo no mo hu ni say Jack we say mu jana kura. E was mu jana kura na oye ne de oye because omo na sponsor entertainment no. Omo na sponsor music no. So that is omo na show interest. What it TV so what it TV so it me with you because hey I ask them all I national TV so someone can carry just what dear to me so more you but yenja because I'm a sponsor what dear to me so more but yenja because I'm a man bibia kama it's ti adwene na nipa nde kasa no na hu be bia story ni free ban what you come on say was it so UTV allowed Derek was it so my Derek was saying was it so UTV allowed this conversation on their platform? Wow, there is an investigation times interesting times ahead. And Inshirabo said they must shut all these TV stations and film stations now who keep on supporting this buffering act. And so do what you buy. And so say see drunk. Me the minimum we try be their minimum. Ni samu akota o kanyansa samu nyansa samu o keka only nyansa samu. Millie Jim was next time they must take the money to country where there is extradition laws. Also try to buy it. It akwano what ho the TV so national TV. And what dress and the camera say no so. Omo na boa. Omo na mind entertainment me kama. Omo na timi boa. Ema bibia timi kama. Eti was a mum ye so because omo na show interest. Eti nya the corner na wabo ne hia wo. Enye bebe onya sika ne hia no. Nya say no. Omo na boa. The problem ni nya omo na boa. Case closed. And what the TV is no more. Yes, you are speaking the truth. God bless you. God.
There's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it.
Okay.
Industry now soon. You free be investment rounds. You payment for soon investment and a movie for soon music for so you pesca form the omobeshe. Unfortunately, these people are show interest in our industry.
Really?
They are investing in our industry. They are giving artists the right value for money.
Wow.
They are the ones building the facilities we need to enhance the creative activities. They are keeping the culture alive. So what do we do? Because Sebi artists na ye juma opeso twa quality videos opeso otutu
make I say me bato twa number we to me be line to mana wonso wa frɛ na wonso wa kyerɛ abroche fo na pesa mo frɛ na mo kasa che mu nua mo Ghana say na mo siye musika sɛ no na ya na ho asɛm te sɛn mu frɛ dwuma ba ya na mo apom te sɛn na mu musika na da bank mu ko yi akwa akodi e wa abroche ho aye ho asɛm te sɛn me be say abroche fo na frɛ pa na mu kyerɛ mu e bi o mo nte ase the number na +972 me nyam bi ntum pa kyɛw +972 549954208 +972 549954208. Mpanimfoɔ sɛ asɛm maakye a yɛngye so yɛ niwa obi ni akɔkye FBI for by Ghana for those population over something million wabɛkye baako ana mienu ɛna ɔso wɔn na ɛdi bɔne ɔde wɔn kɔ mo amaka na mo kyerɛkyerɛ mu obi afrɛ mu asem bi kwa menti ase obi abodi ase wo pai sofo say asofo mo ya akrofo na ba ko say me de menti ase obi abodi ya bechi ni patu ya nyamfre wo bia o enso mo ankasa so camera e chirim onye nipa bonini onye nipa papa ana mo chiche boys no munya mo nye dem ye o mo netime boy ma obi anso mbusa o mo hwi o obi ambo obi adin o mo aba TV so ankasa e chirim a kire Ghana fo de o mo ankasa
emiti people ni ade. How are we also able to sell our industry to legit money makers? Because do you know why? Why do they find it comfortable to enter our space only when they want to watch their money? Because let me tell you, some of the biggest clubs in the world. Okay. And it will be better me akwa 1 billion and 90. Sikana go was so far baby into me na dem ho dem bottle. And I do remain a straight person. I'm saying, but yeah, baby, I could be at 10,000 Ghana cedis. That is the way. Say, yeah. Omuna creative facilities now. Omuye shows my artists need to be a performing. Okay. Omuna try artists the right checks. And omu usually artists need to front it. So, fortunately, there's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it. Okay. Industry now soon ye free be investment rounds ye per month for ye soon investment and a movie for soon music for so ye pesca form the omobeshe. Unfortunately these people omone a show in
minimum Kofi minimum Kofi pa okay Kofi a good person the name say oh ye businessman oh ye na chuma ah utua workers ska it's a use word be say we like there are some tools so on ya papa asebu ya de kwa wi wa no ba bia nya dai enye yi asem ya dai ehia etimesese asem ba omienya abotre ebianse na oka se obi wo football
Blakk Academy
nti say players na nkwa na wom na omba fine ehe na omba fa so ebi nso a won kom no na nte saa minimum Kofi. Minimum Kofi pa. Okay. Kofi a good person. The name say oh ye businessman. Oh ye na chuma ah utua workers ska. It's a use word be say we like there are some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa wi wa no ba bia nya dai. Enye yi asem ya dai. Ehia. Etimesese asem ba. Omienya abotre. Ebianse na oka se obi wo football
Blakk Academy
nti say players na nkwa na wom na omba fine ehe na omba fa so ebi nso a won kom no na nte saa
anti aka Ebenezer nso no ono so hu ni say asem na akushia Kofi ni papa onye ni pa bonini FBI for etimatena America ma asem ni asem abehia yo yate na eye Blakk Rasta nso be din komo e dia fa Kofi boat case yi ho ana Blakk Rasta nso kire se otwe eye NAM1 di say go the case ni beto di obi abekire na
supposed to be the biggest friend enemy of NAM1. Do you know? It's a guy called Kofi Boat. That's this guy. He's a businessman, so rich. In fact, a lot of people know how opulent this guy here called Kofi Boat. Now listen to this and come here. Watch this. Kofi Boat and NAM1 have been very close friends, business partners, and beyond that, they met time after time. When NAM1 was arrested in Dubai, his businesses in Ghana were folding up, and he contacted Kofi Boat and asked him to do well to support the businesses a little bit. And one of those businesses was Xylophone, a radio station that was based right here in Accra that I played on. In fact, electricity bills became a very big problem to pay at Xylophone. As for salaries for over 14 months, in fact going to 16, 18 months, nobody was paid whilst NAM1 was arrested and locked up in the gallows of Dubai. Kofi Boat was asked to come to the rescue of Xylophone, at least to pay some of the bills like electricity, but it never happened. That was the first time I heard the name Kofi Boat, and I was told how much he had. My brother, my sister, now the interesting thing I need you to see is this. Whilst NAM1 was locked up in Dubai, he needed money to be able to pay lawyers to fight his case. He called on his very good friend Kofi Boat and told him, listen, Kofi, I am hot. I'm in trouble. You see some of the things that I have. I need you to send them out and get a loan for me, so that when I return, I will pay and get these things back. And he gave out 2 items, 1 Bentley and 1 Benz. State of the art at the time, gave this out to Kofi Boat and said, look for a loan for me. When you get me the loan, I would use that. Let the person keep this as collateral. When I return, I will pay and take back this. But Kofi Boat, probably knowing who his friend NAM1 was and what NAM1 could do and could not do, and the gravity of the problem he found himself in, he told NAM1 that he couldn't find any money lender who was ready to take the Bentley and the Benz and give a loan. But he had found somebody who was ready to buy the cars at auction prices. NAM1 was hot. So he told Kofi Boat, you know what? Please give them out. The prices were so low, but NAM1 was so hot. He decided that, listen, these are just property. Let them go. Life is more important. And he gave that out to Kofi Boat. Come here, my youth. Watch this. Hey. Now, after the cars were gone, Kofi Boat sent the money that he got from the sales of the 2 beautiful cars, a Bentley and a Benz, and sent to NAM1. He paid his lawyers and they did a good job. He returned to Ghana very, very much a free man, at least. A few days later, NAM1 was driving on the streets and he saw his Bentley. And he turned to look who was driving this Bentley. Kofi Boat. And when he looked at the number plates, Kofi Boat. So that meant Kofi Boat sold the cars to himself at the price that he dictated, because his friend was hot. He decided to manipulate the whole situation, sold the 2 cars to himself. He was not ready to give out his money to his very good friend NAM1. My brother, my sister, when NAM1 returned to the country and saw this, he decided to sever all ties with his friend Kofi Boat. They are no longer friends. Maybe they became friends again only 2 days back. My brother, my sister, Xylophone collapsed. He was sold out. NAM1's business is crushed to the ground like a house of cards. Up till now, he's yet to recover. And interestingly, it just came out, the source of the riches of Kofi Boat. Where is Kofi Boat getting his money from? He belongs to a certain criminal entity known as the Enterprise. Run the story, my youth.
Okay, we see a Blakk Rasta. Blakk Rasta and so they also have to abontin. Now, Yembra a brandy and as a man can say, I'm going to say, Ula Michael. Ula Michael Dinko Mubi. Na Ulankoma Odino. And what they say, as of will become, was there assembly better say now? In the family, no information. Because once a Ghana, they will be at to be told information movie. In the family, no information. In the balance will be a team who come. Ula Michael, they say, on some information or pekeno. And they say, as of will be a dear baby will.
If you are software, or would do on my accounts, a yes, had in my voice. And there were musicians, almost do on my accounts, a yes, had because I'm a musician. Obeti agazo Kobosho bi na huska na aba You be the question you bet me yano. Son of Mupeo.
Or them 15 years or none of them. You heard show boy. Or what them by Henia or the number. And you look at our buffer so more fast. And I say our dad is a counselor today.
Yes.
Who left, who right, or he has issues with almost everyone. Meaning some could them my war more pania.
And your war politicians in swap. I was so ye. The here is over the percentage. No, I also have drawn a script amount. So, we know, assemble one. Oh, we know, you know, being a quadri, and I didn't mean a genuine California tour. It will bet me a hunkophobia. Once a day, what you may be, oh, yeah. Who musician, dear?
Who you
better agree to. It's your software, or would do on my accounts, a yes, I did my voice. And there were musicians, I want to do on my accounts, a yes, I did, because I'm a musician. Already, I got to Kobosho being a who's Canada. You be the question, you bet me, Yano. Son of Mupeo.
Or them 15 years or none of them. You heard show boy. Or what them by Henia or the number. And you look at our buffer so more fast. And I say our dad is a counselor today. Who left, who
Olamaki a quatina, a United Showbiz. Our Koto say, a new Bema Betina, Dr. Likee, a dinkomowino. Wabra Olamaki, who cram formation winning now. Our William said, dear cost Nano, and we did now. Who's willing to say FBI, and yet, Qualigon police station. When you say FBI, and yes, fantastic police station. Near Casas and police station for now be seeming a case a joint case a joint. FBI, I know what now home Becky can win in our tomb from him. As the angel boys and our boys need papa. Who's with himself call for a crofone good gun. Even a year, obstinate, I be pushed to the pages or say, a certain man of God in Accra has 27 mansions around East Legon and Trazaku as Airbnb. You are on the list. You are on FBI list. Free leaks. Don't travel else. And what they better one thing because also are buying with the information or better TV. Also better one thing. It's in a comment section and call for ish. So for pound or become so for them massa. Mona mumu who was on me as of within a mukisi by Namu Yamshimolo. Or over comedy at door when he brought bread over the rest of found. What I say. It me pesa bruch for nefer. I mean pinning number. Me pinning number not so. Na mu educated Ghana for mine. So what ya bruchiri. Na wa unya wa sika wo koyi sika na wo dia o. Sika na yo dia o. Plus 97254954208. Only WhatsApp but you only WhatsApp pe. Sika na wo dia o. Anya se sika na nya wo dia o. Ya wo dia. Sika ya wo dia kra no. A wo kwa akoji no. Ewa aburu ya woti waburu chire no so mpache wo koyi se sika na aya na wunya na somdwiem so wo kofa sika no na wa sika na wakoji a wodi Kofi akwa akodi no ebetika beto account mu se etimu me pache aya na munya na somdwiem aya na ho asem te sen ne bese mu educate Ghana for me se Ghana for ne ntiase na mu educate o mu FBI na me se go volume se e Kwale no police station ebi mu nim FBI no o mu se FBI no te se abisim case na case a joint there be we FBI we FBI it we na unim FBI and the na why di na what 20 years ne o mama peke emi momi abaso hello mommy
hello ekonaba
my food na say dem into kakra
basu me no funa said that my wala sha obrede no bokor so
there's an unspoken truth that I have to say.
Yeah, there me ase. I
mean, that's be investment. And I'm they are giving artists the right value for money.
Wow.
From scene to
They
scene
are
to
the ones building the facilities we need to enhance
I think federal
they are keeping
barrel or maybe for investigation.
So
how
what do we do?
Federal barrel of investigation, something like that. Yeah. Ghana,
how are we also able to sell our industry to legit money makers? So that they are
another CID.
You know why? Why do they find it comfortable to enter our space when they want to use their money? Because let me tell you, some of the biggest
MI6,
and it will be based on your $1 billion and nice. Sikana Gua was also baby. Men am dem ho be bottle. And I do remain as paper system. Bottle here baby.
We're very top world class investigation department. And to say that me as some na wa Ghana for you there. Also there, what the are some police station it was skill trash. FBI was so land won to kwanon ko or might be there waka arrest. There be so was it. They will go to protocols. Na answer na FBI onam there abrochi rule of law oye adwuma. Na say
Laura say a Federal Bureau of Investigation. Yeah.
To say that America na why shend all my man the margin here to Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's America 9. Thank you, darling. Ewa we yan Kofi bia. One said that there. Marshal Meko, Mekataki Konaba, baby. Before they come, they wouldn't even mind spending more than 5 years tracking you down. They wouldn't spend more than 5 years tracking you down because Abrochi rule of law ni ejuma say, BBNS was the banning pokunoya no kwala, the person can counter sue. When you're ready for that, it will be investigate will build evidence upon evidence upon evidence, and sana they will let it go. I mean, our big day, British patience. Down from British patience. About you that are in bro, you know who? About in the place for no who.
What train what train
well, you walk grandpa, they can come and hide secret cameras in your house. Inside your house, not outside. Inside your house, they will track you down. They will hide cameras. And since the activity be a wooden, I will show you inside your house. They will be building a building. If they almost so they pull down all those evidence, then you can't get out with it. Ghana and with this car, with this agua. I'm a mukumia, ordinary person. I'm a make say a whole year I can't transact more than 10,000 to anyway. My friend, my miscan, marry me hard and money. 1 year mean to me 10,000, more than 10,000. It should be within 10,000. Bank no kwa more we be so questions upon questions. You need to kwano kwa ponese and declare out say they can withdraw from the bank. Maybe is more than 5,000 is equal. They will question you. Scan. Airport they will question you. And your evidence and your likeness scan on share bank bag your bag plastic scan what ship on Sony beam. No yes car wala akana said you are not paying tax will be seized scan. Airport will be seized. Now African it's time there. Yebushadi. Ne je de yamankofu. Otu mfutu odugo yenwom. And what to be a beer caster, or be what you do in the Ghana or there be, and Bredana or they are dying. And Brand was a true man. In the Bible, the law is no respecter of persons. But Africa one, why are there? If you with scar, we hear important. You must know the source of the person's income or money. Instead of one person, make an answer, Kennedy Japan. On the law, can send me na me sumala me answer more baby. Me investigate on the person. Me investigate about him. In send one I started saying it on air on announcing newspaper. And send another all bane wabo confirm. Despite me mukra, my or Israel friend, my sister Adno said, what despite no humble beginning. So why rise the day? Oh, na in Kafune, it be more. All of a sudden, when you start, oh yes, can wine, all to be a malonum, all to keep a bit more, oh yes, can wine, blood money or genuine money. And the best way, as some waban, or by ya in Chagana for when you they must keep their mouth shut. The more about social media do damage control, the more you are feeding LBI with information. So when you ma, what about for Kofi?
Now, akoya to your case say obi na enye sika no beto
oh yes, they are gathering. They are gathering a lot of information from Ghana. They are tracking a lot of information from Ghana. No one can would have interpreters. I mean, they gonna be age man. I interpret for people. We have a lot of interpreters. So they must be careful. Into when there are some Ghana, what were damage control and some and why die out and why only a Ghana some. On him to $2 capital. And you swank for him don capital no shade a chapen obey yeah and branori juma. Into the earlier will be keep their mouth shut on social media, the better.
Mabas, Mammy Musa, Sabruchi say, one castle do bank account, Nessica Betumu Bumwa, a can send a mere chrow, and ask for my ending.
What about call where investigate? Say, I'm a bank account. Me, Jima. It's every man to be away there. Money is coming from this source. Money is coming from this source. Money is coming from this source. It's not British company say, yeah, Jima more than 3. What will be there? Emergency tax. What or more than enough tax? Then this kind of also to them all the also more.
Okay.
And it's a wild bank account in the bank will stop you from withdrawing the money and conduct investigation.
And as I broach this, I will bear 20 years. Now, one word that Bensi, Munu, Chika, and Yamina, and other
no. Or what they want with their dear, our friend 18, when we win lottery. And now, when you need parents, the parents were celebrities or Whisker. But all of a sudden, now our friend Richu, a Kana, will be investigate how onye Niska. How onye Niska. They will investigate. And so, me care there, a home point, baby. One brother call university first. Okay, university first. Okay, yeah. Okay, baby, the work will call shade, maybe. That's not that age man. Why are there? Where money laundry? Was the first year for the when you share. We use someone. And see, one or catch them do when you man, that was it. Now, so yeah, a bit of finance. Do go train the code. The amount they are going to pay it's a bit fishy. It's too much. Why? Also, because of the financial make me easy. So that's what they were doing. And so all bank are called doing this car. One, okay, card need estate crack, but he was able to withdraw. Second time, the car blocked. One thing so he went inside the bank. And so inside the bank. No, what's when activities all kodo. In his with his account. And so when interrogating now can be we know you are innocent, but that's what they are using the first years for. They are money laundering, they are using you for because that's about to me. Now Kofi Channel there, so KBA on transfer into another account. Now so innocently or transfer credit. It's all transfers can come home here. No what can do a human when you will be or you're better than him in see won't to me funny you. So they've used him already. That's what they did. Into bank phone, work out in there. That's what they do. They use the first year students to do that. Now William there, he's innocent. Remember, bank nala one will be new account what the man no close to cry.
Okay. It is a Ote. Hello. Oh. My bad. Why in a carte? Why in a carte? My main picky wins on here. Why in a carte? Fetch me. Why in a carte? Hello. Yes, sir. my inti we na em say wona wa America obetima akire mu ye pa em say Ghana for no say FBI is a colleague no.
Yeah, hello.
Uni amiti o pa yeti o.
Yeah, me person me ka adina asino. Oh Ghana no. Na kiti o mo. Me person get show no. But celebrities be brave, a man presenters pundits no. Unso mu ntimi nka semo no. They are am discuss unso be body language asasa. Unso mu ntimi nka. But the talkers man, we may be brave as a executive presenters a man no celebrities no. Yo mu nyina be brave bisamusi radio station ahin dey fiam. Ba mo ka mo dey dem no. Wo dey hwe no program so na mo ye, wo dey hwe body language unso mu obi no ka asem ka sa de na omo ekos na nye. Wo dey body language. Omo use sankofo ni bi no mu di gisika. Omo use sankofo bi e ma mo ye koma om. Celebrity be bi Ghana. Wo ka wo dem aduba be no ya hin ye twa na man.
Okay, the all kind Matthias na me busa se wo ti aburochire ya wo ye adwuma yi se wo ko Ghana na bia wo ko piem wo e bia party bia sia obetima yi 20,000 ato agusa.
Masa na me so na ko adwuma me hu na mo nyina me ya wo ka se me ndwene hu na me da ko esa ne ma we. E ko na ba tu de hwe omo unso bia so obetima ka boy na asem. Wo de unso bia support. Omo nya hu bibi wo de body language. Omo ye cross bawom. Omo tibi ko dis ka bawom. Okay, o de ye mame. No ma to ka ma no. Celebrities be brave, presenters be brave. E man no say omo tibi nka asa omo ka asa omo nka enra. Asesen this week nyina asa omo ka asa omo support asa omo suro so mbeka asa omo nyina ko di one side. Omo tibi nka asa omo suro so mko ka. E bi ono akọ e bi da obi okoka gensi ya obi ba be yi ne to. Omo face is ankofo ya omo be chinkofo Ghana omo ye de sen kofo bi omo sorry ya no ma Ghana omo ni juma di wa won check omo face e bi ti ba be ta Ghana bi e ba be ta Ghana no mo kola body beach omo ko beach akwa je omo ne no mo nsa nkofo ye mfiri e be chinkofo yo abofu yi ono mo no mo ko be no omo kofa boys ni bi na fofo omo to art and craft wala body no mo nsa bo no mo no ma fadamfo musika na nso bi o fadamfo no eboni ansem bi e ko se bi kwa no ka se na ho aka ni na di di okromu hai boy no fin bu na Ghana ni small boy bi no na mo street ni so obe boy so we ye duwa bi say we ye game we say e bo mu ti share Ghana musicians no ase abanone for for no mo Ghana no mo she unse na nso ko she awo ma so mo ye party ase o mo ye culture ase o mo bobo mo tu kwa kwa shows Ghana nso do ye ma chance ko be kan nse mo nyina a kirew ndi sanko for nyeso mo sorry ya no mba Ghana ho ase mo akofo no mo ka no TV ni so no o Ghana ni radio no face nkwala nkomo te se omo so ya no mabase e becho nyesa no nteso bu nteso bi ba out e be di kita manfo se ade no mo ye nyeso omo so ya no mabase di pa e na last one me di twa to abuchirefo no wote sa wo abuchire na wadamfo na wunye di hwe ka kire wo se ni seniska bi ato account fa to ka ma ne me serew manju bia ni o Ghana manju bia ni bisa siska no nya wo he
edu kwa na was coming obi no send ya batum
Sunday na nti wo your classmate bi wadamfo du nua bi wo ka ni seniska to account mu no they talk am na me sai juma nti wo wa uti tesi an wo wa nya experience bi awadamfo bi na nua bi so seniska ato account am ato ka na what be ga be no Ghana no me sira obetuma frɛ no abɛhwe experience and last one so yesere mo Ghana fo no mo abuchire no president de Ghana celebrity de Ghana enya bofo nkwa no mo de ye mo Ghana fo no mo abuchire mo atena abuchire ne ma no tutu ma no president de bring you show madwene edi dupu o mbata man ti bi ma bonte meka nti yesere mo ma bonte mo meka na mo fo nye experience wo ba ko betwa me mo di ne be show experience wa corner platforms dey nyina yensu ade wo medase
all right that's it so what's abrochirefo ne bae no komo abrochirefo ne di ne di fe no ko abrochirefo ne te kasa na America na sa obetena abrochira ya adwumaden na wanya sika na wo sika wo benya no okodu Ghana party cost no akoto agu ase brochire ni be ne be sade no eti kwase asamba na se ye kan mama boys ne ntiase of down wo se masa enya sa na ye no e wo be bia so be ya adwumaden na wo Ibrahim Mahama kora be sade wi hello data.
Hello, Okuna.
Yes, sir.
Ohine ba New York.
Ohine ba mitio wa, ohine ba. Ngo fone say e hira wo mu, nya me na e hira wo mu, ntia de ebusa wu.
Mame something fi dem say. Ghana, police ni chiwa. Waka kire wo say, asona wo be kana. Say kokko to ame nso against one police ni waka bi da Ghana.
Police now what can be done Ghana.
Ghana, but it's what we da. Ubia can be da. When she doesn't forget it, you can't talk about us.
Yeah.
It is what US Yano. So police nature, not the apple goons are. Not at all say, some of the Albacadiano. It really shot against you well, coach. To put him in neighbor, Simbiba. Maybe a similar name, yeah. What I say? Ah, yeah, or my name or on. Of almost a woman, man said, separation, me, we have a clean album, not American. We have a concluding about what you say. As a politician in your car, yes, we are free. I'm we are gonna force time. Then I say, Ganani, in your car, the citizens in your car, when you should, yes, we are. I mean, so would you?
Mitiepa.
May show our life, says boy, bit you was at idea white TV. Your fellow portfolios around our TV on. You was at idea white TV. You say, a woman of bois, music industry, boy, be or such a
aye.
Someone no crown, a US young woman. Yeah, investigating
US and commercial.
Somehow, I said, somehow, I say, it's a investigation. That's a for corruption. What I say? No for corruption. So, what I say? So, I got to idea. This gas a cotadia or so. That's a passive, no Piacaria. And no plano. Let investigate Cana, or the target is a swan. Investigate to America. You mean more than $10,000. This nature I crime.
Wow.
America, Obi also American piano. So some of the boy, Macasamaboa. What do you put more than $10,000? A crime,
wow.
Scâmmɛr boys, New Ghana home. I'll be checking this. Only videos. Ghana law. How many have you listening to any time? Oh, you know, as or Ghana home, any videos. For mine will be ending your fee. Maybe no Ghana, it was said so, but dining in a woman is so. Maybe when the first sign, people, FBI for say, or make me, Eddie, boys not for America. I ain't tell minister, where any.
Ghana.
And you are bought down so Cossans are Catalan. The also system. Opening. What I say, Nebo, which you are here, which you put night or not for any son. Why about $10,000? Not over. You are here, no platforms.
Who can planify cast a goofy on almost in your mission? Miss Namination.
I say, we tell you. Now, can you say, oh, me one by some didn't know what about them? I'm sorry, the language American. Not to your meaning. What are they? It is all this guy as a Yamin Shawa, a corner about a summer where I'm looking. As an entertaining. Some of the YouTube or more I can of your program, and 90% a business and as a so we are some places so. Almost a kid boy, no, so any problem. So, no problem of him. And then when you make some of what to say, you cry away, you cry, you show sympathy, no one does. And you have to make my children account. You show him who cry away suspect. And be a bono, you also out of the table, no. Because we are some Ghana, scammers, no more, almost found. I don't know, I'm funny that you won't. As some of the cat person, say it to her, yes, American, sir, so can say this against you. I never pass here so. So yes, Ghana.
A line is why she will be some brush to be.
Check. What's that told this year? Oh, inside job. Inside job in the Ecosoa, lay be a for you. Sasana Crow can in cry. That only 50% say, yeah, Papa, so say there was so many evidence that only to pursue. Yes. And to not be obeying evidence, and only pursue you know, opportunity your own bed. Say you will get him. US ya some of us US ya to me said me yana 12 hours let me imagine tell me na ko trouble so wo bi so tema tuguno so sa na yes easy sawa and easy US ya no so wo say easy so me to dem no brasa ma be juma ala mo bora me ma sheme ala mo ba dem ti sheme over budget mi kosoro enye easy o mu nya masa ya chewa ya so o mu kan on to we TV wo
all right metro man Mati metro man edasi metro man si wono no honam siesi ya ne ya wo ba bia wo te sisi na wo ho no mo no mo te Ghana mo hu ni say e normal no wo se enye normal sa wo se enye normal sa because se wo betima tena aburuchire aye adwuma na wakọ Ghana ukọ na ye party na wakọ to sika na gunkofo so dia metro man si no ono onye musika sem sa Hello. Yes, boss.
Boss, Pastor, good morning.
Good morning. My intel we na Ghana for listen ya me chira wo mu ntino sika no me enka ho asem.
Asem we em say ebianka ye mu bi so se bi nye nyame na ye adoma yitu kwan a ebianka ye so nke be ka the same thing.
Tell me make Kenya be say obi otia aburuche na beti ase wo ye o ntia ase da.
Yes. Inti said the can. By the way, within the Oroku, Ebiana Obitimia.
Okay. Ora me inti why.
Ha. Inti ye two kwano. Ana ye so ya tete asem as said ye wo kan pepe nti you gina kwanya we so bom pa stress say inu anu mo bien two kwan ni bi.
O me hwe de question.
Yes, me pese me politics. But my main can't seem to senkai ebia kayema kwan ma ba omia ba ma sa na in a credit score ne sa na ina nan ko kano ana senka ira mahama be nko di bi bagana an ke bia nko mo beti sa na manase simply because sa credit score no me monitor sika ebetimi aba wonsem ene de obetimi di sika ye den aye enti obi a watena ha che be 10 years a wadi ne huni eni obi a watena ha be 2 years a che onu so di ne huni no sa nipa mi no mo credit score nye pe enti sika bi beto obi a watena ha che ne mu edi ne huni for that lengthy period no ene won so a wanya that short period ba so edi huni na ye hwe sika ne kese a yetimu se wa wo ba ye nche ye no sika we de
untimi nya
memfa won kwa chi kra na no ye imem se be bosum ye twemu na me yade so na me hia 200 pounds aso sika so na me friend me colleague bi ono so okroma so o send 200 pounds mistakenly o send 2000 pounds me kra ma nhwe so by the time a sika ne beto no ja me de chia ma de na me booki exam binti na me so later me koto ade na me nim I think that me train pass so say na no mo say be in reflect here so me be my bank in be ya 1000 something no mean say boss me no me di me sika wi aka be 3 days a me twan akechia boss me say that week no emails any calls am now from bank no
2000 pele beto
because that account na nya account be a me use me fa nye me deposit enye no na me dwuma di tua me ka also because of train pass and those bus pass in internet so unya account be a no na de be yes because we say wow main account na de be na to train no pass ni petty things free ma a sales statement that's a my statement no ye bi boss make be bia inti say me inti that streamline me de Ghana for ye te wa ye ka no said ye ma me na odi kan ye kasa na me ni je ne submission o pa na me ankasa mesua na ma bebre free na me church na ma bebre said ye o ka no se be ya nka omo TV ne so ni kasa na omo ka no anka omo njai ka because the more omo kan we know you guys are rather giving out information rather than say omo ye cover up and say that made limitation.
All right.
Now of our sema and no can we YouTube patch me the basis here of our sema bet na YouTube e kan make offer like it. Say and remind no free and more or less baby godfather and my boys na wo no inti or kind of way as godfather na me pe how also cover me say akwese or bad time bi wo fi na ne bade or be ma ba na as ono de o sha ye kwan sika na fa so ba na nye wadwuma wo ye de wo ye onim say ade no mo ye ni say na ye de etie but ultimately make because in my baby figure bi o sa represent wo ana see a can of credit at your because baby a true no. Yan can of cry, mine and say no. FBI said a match teaching say that's a movie rule. Or move 50 precope ma will be crew. Anna Ghana and you cry, you can't say it's to us, Ghana will be able to eat me burim. And Tessa, ye them run a governor minor. It will be to me free crew. And man be apprehend you will be semi queen fish more. Or mafa all the due process. And Uncle Fuans and mobile sorry about crew. No money be very the Ghana for Kikano and go baby to no mutu munchine. No most one share because a national television no. One share na baby a becono or mocromompe. Meaning say be a do a motisacasano say ye investigation could see as ya. Abia say if you move on crabby about boil raho, meaning they make a result. We Matias, more son and Tessa pa the Adomoki Candy. Bra, mfensi na minwa for between me that's pani akunya.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that's Oreku and your tinning cano. I na once say omo abrochi we so wura aseso no so Ghana nka the same thing obeka. But only Ghana no wa abrochi it was a man topic na asesa. Enti emeti wura ase de work 100%. Tell the me can me this same one me say Ghana one dey. Omo no mu ye nyame ehira nyame na ehira o. Enti wono won check aye baby a story ni free back. Any baby on your sika whatever. The hiana ni say minua bema enya sika. Minua bema you okay. It is a whole candy and say we I read that's a what time. To what I say because some more kikenya enikwam. So obi say makọ club. Na sika me menya na me de kono nsa. It me call club no. Makoto ensa 200,000. Na mo asem moto wa mo keke dangerous. Ton sa 200,000. Now they are two are na watch. Na Ibrahim Muhammad kora beto sansa no. Mami pick call so. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, mommy.
Me pacho asem na mo kana mpesa me kakakra.
Mommy Ethiopia.
That was a Ghana the emotions in a casa. Obi aya dey way wa shankrofo into ye boni amenka. Last week, na me se me ko akota de. Me ko do na me refi me bank card. Na West ultimi bo emergency cash you be no more mama code no wetimi ayi no cash point. Na me refi said ye no. E me ya mentimi anye. Na me say okay me ko Halifax. Me ko do Halifax so me kita me bank card. O me say dey na kire say me wo account o. Na me show me app ni na me wo Halifax app. Na me kire o me say me app ni me login na me kire o me sika. Last sika me ye say na me ka kire o mo. Direct debit send a farm account ni me na me ka kire o mo. Ansa na £20 no kura me pay no. £20 so. Me ka kire so me kita ID bia na me kita me bank card bia. And to prove I me dey kire so me login into my Halifax account no. And I make sure I say me direct debit say nipa say so member ba ko bi dey na me boarding last time ye say just
£20 per no
£20 God me get emotions na kansem obi akwa repo obi ono na hwe abusuafo ono na hwe we ntanye hwe ye njai no obi di boni say when the other side no ono ya gine sika no nim bebre ko the depression mu ebi akwa stress bi kwa na edna kwato care home o gender crew obi kro ni ebusua bia enti ne ka enye hwe hwenkrofo enti ye nja na obi ndi boni ni bisa no nko nanim no be so to wadan for kra abrochi obesi dey amane maame wo mesi dan ni bi enso hwede omu yo so bi na you obi no wabesi dan me e do wo ye compare wo maame kra wontimi hwe no wontimi si dan ma no wontimi yesi no wo
be kenya ye za abrochirefo ni ntimi nye bi ntina ye omo ya eno ano mbeka do mbeka no
Okono ba me finance aba na ma begina me na so me ye aduane me wi akoda no ma sen akọ enti me kokọ na ma kofa £1,000 no ma to abobi na me ye tua me ka bo so me sen me de £1,000 na ko to abobi easy yeah mommy and kan okro na ye njai I friends emotions I they can't be believe Obia Koya Bonita, near the emotion cancer.
Abroche ni bien obeso
medical also be to near Casa Dentina girl no echo general stage in this more because on it. Oh, land the hanky at China. Oh, land the hand also be to her. He had not to. I didn't know so be to your fana. Obi to me koda no again was I no boy you saw me to na me report number police. Oh, wait. Someone near kind emotions now say, what do you want you mean? I would tell Bruce. And there is you. I'm for go stress and pressure, mental health.
I want to say, it does it. Oh, what I say? Okay, I want to say. Hello? Yes, over.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Unaita.
Pacho, your friend me, Dauda.
Oh, okay. Over that, I meet you.
Yeah, I meet a lot of already me pini and shedding your bank.
Over that, Hurugum, any problem, Hurugum.
Yeah. Now you come about meetings and me a tear for seeing me TV. Fine. This is my first time of calling it. But maybe tea about banking, no money, but in yes, maybe academics be our so we shall name is CCC now. Some I'm say Bank of Ghana is supervision over other banks, no deposit taking banks no Ghana no very say very active. Anything you want Ghana. So we share Anti-Money Laundering Act 208 Act 749 as amended. Kwanya ye faswa ye de check ehwese sika obi ndi beba beton account mu e wo bank ana so beba be ye free account mu bank bia Bank of Ghana ashemra ese banks na wo Ghana yina nso ediso ene say aya na boso me ba beso a ye obi bi e friend returns amobeye adi akwa akoma Bank of Ghana and your friend 20 largest deposit and withdrawals. Say, Obene say, I'm cram mobile bank at that period. My busumeno. Sika Kasia na when me be ye. When money be baba betu honma sikan esu. Or my limit on one, a bruce bia 20,000, 30,000 ne kuning in am. I see a report to come Bank of Ghana.
Hey, menya so so mo yo no obi a boys beat me ko yisika be na egu ni ka to menya so so mo
enna ko na ba me kan say me ebia na we dey enye lecture na one of these me fa I was asuna if you need my help in some of these areas na ya kan wa say when you look at that transactions na suppose me be am with this report no come Bank of Ghana. Wo no wo ye branch no de bekwa akoma wo head office na head office nso collate to all the branches ni sa any reports ni nyina no de akoma Bank of Ghana and the Bank of Ghana intelligence unit nso na behwe ho say baby a ye hwe nya sa bank se be nyina no sa sumasi na account item bi sika free mu sika ekodi nyina no eno na boa me de hwe money laundering activities e wo mine
okay.
So, and the areas are now intelligence units, and now it now goes to either you Kuni, then they start tracking the person's activities. Say, you ma ben woye, Nigman is saying transactions. Why no more yuma? And the Elkonia being now, yeah, Fena Zanko be crab free baby about period. But within Ghana, if our supervisory friends and rules no by Bank of Ghana are very effective. And Kenya did. That is all about. That is about the near mommy if it's a gamma hammer, you be a banking system. And then I make us say, I will have time one day when you go into those series. Now, my banana bekasakra.
Okay.
But I will feel US, and so I will come about the US, not even more career and the credit. Also, US, financial transactions and also regulations, and I will have very strict. Into the financial institutions, no, okay, say, so what banks be Egugu America. And I cannot go into details about those things. But financial institutions in the legal are required to report financial cash transactions at LCD $10,000. And no bank security acts of America and a mandate those institutions some more.
Wow.
And then you find the Patriot Act. So send a bit more conduct money laundering into no.
I was here per time upon our bay education. Yeah, the real can only move just a per time.
Yeah, because you were Hanum or Yen Ghana, you're not mentioned Ghana, your friend BSD one report. America, your friend currency transaction report. Now, I don't know. Obe yes, I will be an easy baby about 10,000 biamo. As I will report to Emma Financial Crimes Enforcement Network.
And you couldn't hear assignment, Cassia. It's a market Canadian. Your assignment, no. So, hey. So if these regulations and those things are being taken over correctly, and as would actually very efficiently, and you've been a culture war. Oh, we did 10,000 you couldn't in about 10,000. Like I won't say they start monitoring you in America. Wow, yeah, that's it. Offer.
This that's
it's your offer some more back and they say, Abrochire no yenye omo omunye sika o ni ntimi ndini se de Ghana fo ni dini no. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, over.
Oko to denka.
Me to ga pa.
Okay, na say na me ka say free your friend say New York. Asama okay no. Me ma try US 20 years. Me a victim of money fraud. I still have my case cry. You can yes, be a victim of money fraud. The same way that my class we more say somebody here is a mechanic but Maminko Street. FBI, you know, New York, New York, New York, I said, America, we more federal laws and more state laws, right? Now, federal laws, no, normal, I know a shipper and a federal laws, it so. It is you can say FBI. I say Mama Bass, me chow. Mama Bass, Odi Obana de Casa, not just what come in Massimina. FBI and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We a small entity. We a buying criminal cases and Kwa some no moka. Long story short, no, Nancy Bob Hernandez, a senator, New Jersey. We jail in 17 years. Senator, because Ghana, where MP or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
He jailed in 17 years.
Hi.
He was under investigation for over a decade. FBI for investigated for over a decade, over 10 years. He was under investigation. I know we're jailing in 10 years. And today, what's more? FBI, so what's more? And you say, we made investigations for decades. And the money can reach New York name police for our uniform, 30%. We uniform, police for 70%.
Hey.
What you say? FBI, you were FBI informants. Hi, we would get payroll, so we informants, so we FBI for FBI informants. We would get payroll, so. Could you believe, sir? FBI, your programs in your bear corner family, no? Say 100%, 70, undercover, I investigate you.
A bit my possible.
Yes. 70% I investigate you. But when you know the baby dear boom, you bet to a wrong apartment, you know the bubble or area, sign an FBI for you, Meduma. Woman informants, no? Woman for the correction, Kodidi. Woman who is still corner back could be Kaka. Some people know you. Now, as someone about Ghana, no, and yet Rasa Keko. first of all, you need US, then any US, our agreement of a tradition. Say, BBC ukodi boni na ko show twin twin kura na pa ko show usu ben pa botom kura ba bekem. You was agreement no. No, FBI for na ba o ma ba Ghana and no. Asam na say no. And shall say over 10 to 15 years ago.
Hey.
And you know, 10 to 15 years ago. Now 10 to 15 years ago, as I'm making, and now as someone banana to play a drew Ghana no will be and will be our own mutiti, will be our own quite. Will be no both Kosiata friend, your flow was snitch. A higher weather you know. Snitch will be a snitch woman. So because we are snitch woman, let us say will be Akoyo Moto.
Will be a bear or more, no woman.
Only woman have come by the girl, woman, FBI informants. And the Nipana were snitch, and the Nipana could president based on money laundry. Our Ganigi, they make us have no senate yet. And the Nipana could do that. Our US, where what can Yanfa, sir, Hajar for a case, and find your example. And they have Hajar for a year. Okoye money laundry here. Okoye mono. FBI for I get an FBI informant. And woman can't the woman can't deal. I just for a bit me a snitch will be make us one more, but we bit me a snitch will be away involved money laundering because what cause our system muda. What say the case it? It's in Nipana, one banana, Nipana, Oma Bana, Oma arrest no. Ghana had 33 million, but they killed for only 6 people. Mobetinya Kasai were Chile, Mobetinya Yede, and Kusiaga, Omote Panas and Yana, Mokasano. They don't know what they're talking about. They're talking with emotions. Every almost emotions near you. One on every one mistake. One on the Paboka with the young FBI Bechinaki. And it's in a similar banner, a big issue. And yes, and you track a Casao. Now, all the other ones. Kofi was Mr. Kofi, side the panel matching on and then we'll teach you what I want. No more US, you do a massive, you find no more guilty. As I'm the new home, it's one and a ship, one transaction behind the camera, they're coming after you. They're coming after you.
Hey,
FBI investigation and started 2 days, 3 days, so woman you can't come to police. WWW. Okay, some trade in there, and then 2005. No, I shall say, you want. Ebia, 25 work out channel. No, I shall say, you want. 2035. I don't say, what I shall say, I'll say, what all the make out channel. It's woman investigation for a very, very long time now. Woman, no, American wrong. Say, oh, yeah, baby. Let's say, oh, investigate to a bit. No, I ain't careful. Let's say, auto phone. So I let me sue no. It's in so much for ma. And Kofi best one no. You make so say that and so what about the guys they call them? They can sue the FBI, which is not a small case. It is before FBI, like I said, me fruit play. I've been so page, you know. Charlie, and 99.9% investigation where I am correct. It's me the man see.
All right.
When you make
yeah, that's it. Yes, Mami Peke, hello. Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm going to join the program. I share some insights.
Yeah, you.
Okay, me did Nana say me free UK. I think the earlier guy be a Kasai. You see the banking background. So I've been a banker from Ghana for the past 10 years before I came to the UK. Now I think the Ghanaian banks are failing because when it comes to money laundering, they can't just bring this cash in terms of physical.
For bank.
CDT and the first stage now, which is the placement, it's the banking system. That is where they start sourcing for accounts. Now, once it goes into the account, then the next stage, I friend layering, on pay different transactions. No, to transfer the way, no, or the BM way, no, or top property, no, the BA, no, the they try to wash that dirty money, so the system, will not know. But I've always said, my experience in banking, the banks, we know. Why am I saying that? OBA account, there is an aspect we call know your customer, which is KYC. OBA account, there is purpose for opening that account. It is a MBA account, my status says account we made a transaction we, and as I receive this card from him, I know about you. And most state average amount you'll be expecting every year. Sometimes any explicit, but say mistake say every year I'm expecting no more than if I say 100 million. Now 120 million bar. It is average. That is what the mechanism. But say because I'm expecting 100 million. Now all of a sudden, account me if I say 1 billion, I better account name. The moment I better account me, what aspect be I work bank from compliance units. More compliance units. Once it can be sabe ban ever trigger. I'm among said there is something wrong with this account. Because the purpose for which the account it is where you start doing your investigations. But the issue is these people will come and align with the bank managers. I was a branch manager. And that is why you see me not what idea we say. I won't even let you come and start discussing the issue with me. Obanaka say oh transaction immediately like I'm interested. Because you know why? Say with the chance to discuss the transactions with you. Last time wakuma nyete to say me ye be 1,000 ye koya je ne se ba ko de nye aduma me se me de nye aduma ya de bone no. Ukotie their transactions now. They know say you know what they are doing. And that is where they will start chasing you. They will start following you. They will start tracking you. It will put you in a very tight corner to the extent say it will get to a point you have no option than to fall out for it. Because if they call you and tell you say, hey my guy, you need to be a Umako school, you need to be a Jumao, you know I've been doing Komo, I thought I would Kofi almost an Akas Ukwano. It's me, I always tell my colleagues when I was the manager, they say, if somebody comes to your office, no starting with discussing it, start talking say you are not interested. But the issue is most of the banks, no, I can tell you that there are people who even go into the banking sector who are coming from these guys. Some of them mechanism. They deliberately will recruit people into the banking sector. When I say they will make sure that their own people.
Minchawano yachi kromfobi ewo kumase a okowi aska bank. Yachi na omo prepare ne kakran wo say oni tell na ye adwuma nti obi disika ebetum na ono so be iska emu odu anu afre na o man message so nipa nsa atade blue.
Okay. Everyone na cost because ekona bank is here wo so yi mean funny say most of the banks are outsourcing the tailoring role to agencies. It's about ni pano teller or she suit, but the salary require no 2,000 Ghana cedi. South American cedi. Cleaner no, the salary require no 700 Ghana, and no 1,000 po. It's such a person so be free outside. But catch you say, Master, your information still. Or the bema and they will even recruit people to come and do national service with the banks. Or be national service now. Whether you're a national service or not, you're now a security system of the bank. It once you get that aspect, no, they are able to utilize it to beat these people's work. They make say, if we are going to be serious as a nation, as a country, all the systems are there to track these people. See, I work with most of the Nigerian banks. When the Nigerian bank started, because of the target system, they will take it. But recently, you realize there was a time some of the banks were sanctioned by Bank of Ghana, which was a very good thing because some people pay account, no kita $100,000 cash. Now, you know, pay account man, it means only what you as a banker. The best you can do is say, take the money. There will be a friendly suspense account. Put the money in that account. Let's begin to investigate to find out where the money is coming from. But because people our target, and so meeting the target, it's no Scâmmɛr-Dr manager and so meeting the target. It's whether it is coming from him. The person go ahead and open the account.
Oba person you know buy program me nua ba ko no so bank adwuma mo nchire
mini problem
my message wo to din na yin nya me wi a metwa na afia schedule na afia ye program ankasa no mo achire
me patro mate why na me so share na adwuma pa oye na ye nkofo no mo kasa ne de me say most of them don't understand these things they are just because you see the issue is not about his candidate here. The issue is obesika. And are you thinking of what the person is going through? It's almost they are just expressing yes, it called time boo and no. But I think we need to really get deep and let people understand your system not failing. And the reason why is 24 that's why they are not able to fight it. So that's it. I'll chat to you.
It's my message now. Yeah, me that's it. The pacho ba kuno frey no a ono so yɛ dwuma bank me pacho. Won so ma me message na me hu ayi na fe no. Yenye program ankasa muti kwa me say issue ni nyina ye bank ho no em say bank ho na problem ni nyina free because kaka krakasa na nkofo ni koyi ne guamu ka ato no enya de omu koyi wo ewo bosom dem bank no mkotam free nti em say issue ni so free o say FBI will conduct extensive investigations. If Kofi both is innocent, he will definitely be exonerated. Period. LC a champion so the one so throw at the buy no. Man for just FBI no and quale go no police station. Quale go no police station ya ga say ni pala already adiana ba no quale go no ntino. Yenja na man nko debi. What tiamra nko ade ne umbe so page. Mommy about mommy na line ka.
What I share, me use Bluetooth. No, I'm the only in me PS and I attend and no. I'm so good to make us. And she don't share me so full. So I'm more off the dog. Some point I came for me issue, but I not like the middle dream. Oh, yala, oh, yes, yeah, cheered. Offended is somehow bread is two now or bank now is one bread, one by medication or a very good. She there Ghana the majority will lack only education. Ghana for Africans they be any emotions na they react over issue. Yes, brana twincha. Oh yeah, papa ede komezumpo. Akomezo almost come details benedi na edison de sikan ozo mo won edwuma oye no yido mo de sikan into okenya no wanyana. We don't think about that. The yadwuna anyi ehia kasa ene yesu enti asem wa ban obia kan mabi owomumpa maybe ala and grant any interview because our grant interview na kasa enyu odun na wo kaso deep ni pokuna mbaka no source of money nso didn't compare the income because how can you do my biala or be no defrauding scammer all scam on Kofi. In time meaning war I am victims of this scamming a group of people. Into scammer was come in your pokuna you look ma. Anything pokuna one of do poor the discount or the pokuna Samsung point or kaji loan. Believing what is coming from their end or kaji loan or the send one. On the other whole you. If you what, Nejumori Yina or the chair, a kawa or kaji or sikokaji bank as Luna or the Kamas or the whole chair. And to say what when Wabasi dear, Kofi boat is one I mean, this can be the Juman or started or your Ghana.
Like you say, a businessman only bit much him.
Or a businessman, or you're a business and all ye. Or to know bits there, or so bad no one boutique ya. Until no small no one boutique. Until the despite our own age, until Japan, only waste cardiology, Ogudri age more, until the doctor could court in. Mala, what started Madame Katrina, Dinala, angel criminala, me. In yes ago, in day. Oh, to be more grand who Oscar, Yemi Boom Pebo to do the mini pay, yet no on no started the mazi. Ewa, ne on the Kofi boat, a business, a business no ye, or sit down or start business. Or be no fish in the Yaman and Kaka crowd I build in why is Kenya. Oh, Ghana one, Yam Africans, as some bar. Yes, so man, buga, na yalaka. Yet the any emotions, the casa. Yes, you are a woman, and bra no jima. Say yan and bran will fair yejima. Only the rest of the world also will find bra will fair yejima. Share a commerce maramet a macad, moko fish markets, or mukumia, mokotana. No, me discutia, no me jamiso, and when I quit one matching. Namasa, my base munton and nipping come. Neskam do kitam no wasa. Into Mishasa, cash machine. No, they will find out what cash machine. The corridor is got order me £2. Me, Madam Miskano, all at home £2. The one I'm saying is me, asks me, the Mr. Baby, Madame Card Roto. I'll come with the card to Namoko, me the tree. Second one, metra or declining. Hey, and so I don't force Moko cash machine, Moko chase can be. Moko tell me bay. Menamu kwemane me bank ringam. Befaya when there me card me zeto enamu ewo Billingsgate no ya anya no me senior ya mara what's a who them use card no hoda my bank when you need to use my card
wow card no kwa money baby a use ni
mara my card we decline me be were from the way for them me my card no lot I do what maybe because no from my card and card or hoda into if you do be no wa for card or the kwa kizi the mugwa we decline yes wa ringo then they made to baby when would that they be called montage or I want send me message my bank was send me message there that activities is sekede or yamara two ni na lawyer mara no make the no when was stop payment inside the chain no me fra bank me so across the mala na across the mim ha wo be what's me job most I can send you an email or the send text message but I can send forward it to you.
Wow.
I can forward it to you. Right. Just last week inti asem no wa ban oya asem Ghana for do obu ne try what doing there the opportunity no po no he no opportunity no friend that or friend that Jantwa yes unti na Ghana ko na Jantwa hin obemi no Ghana for them no daughter them illiterate they be am kan me say take course no bo mu azemo the me Jantwa hin porto yizin na ye no koso no o mani Jantwa bi na nyima embre no be ye adwuma e wo apat na patom too much Ghana ho into the man will feel there the rest of the world so all the ones here wazi ADI me say then please American please once mistakenly wo ko obi ni hie ma me na penyin no our bathroom olugwa or have me shower wo buba bu pupu ma me ohye morning gown wo pay the fact that all your no mistakenly were they compensated I think $10 million. We're compensating $10 million just for disturbing her. One man penny now kumeti. When finish a room or send a morning gown or down for they compensated $10 million. And so you was sorry and lava from one. Why don't when you made this or you know go for over county sue them? No. Into Ghana phone in Ghana one brand on the surface so into one on pado. Because they are feeding them with more evidence. Sister, one track is na. One track is at the Ghana. I'm telling you, one read destiny in our Ghana, getting more information. So they know people will start talking. So they are now tracking more information. Into so don't call Fukuna, one kawan on pado, no one Germambra. On your age, now one amount will defraud the one. They don't know what they are going through at the other end. Kakramakin, thank you and God bless.
My Bob said that's a pa. Oba comment section. Mahunu said, Sherry say, but when I'm traveling, I have to inform my bank before, otherwise my credit will be declined. Hey, the system need to say a good crowd. System need more rough. Hey. Fosty Taylor, where they made us sell support to page in the power. Big Dream was it they should also ask him relationship with Sakawa Mupa Obi. Yeah, so hello. Yeah, but you're Ethiopia.
Oh, okay. Now, as some more kind of person you can be.
Okay.
Me the Antiama. Now, Matan America have 30 to 35 years.
Wow.
Ghana funa wo sisi ho no nsama mo kekan do mo kekan go from him. Ansa na FBI bitu efi America ha. E dia ba Ghana no. Na some no very serious. Now my investigation about 10 years ansa na wo ba. Omo kita evidence and kasa. Akola kitikiti kwa wo ji sikani bi no. So one person much now between me at just someone your man trains on bed. I could do sad level. Only the cocaine in the back room hanging now, walk all bearing an almost show. Almost 12 photo, only be a you video. And since I sound about being in your prison, to be in your better obey, you know. When you are sending out over the
kinds of Bediatum.
I also, I also prison, no messing a cracker. It will be a combi. And Ghana for the share bibia na bra ma ka chiro Ghana fo be braid the prison e wa ha e say sa money laundry no mo ye o Ghana ana mo de ba enti no ebi no ya small boys na mo ba e no omo ba no ma be ye omo ya ne ya chi om dia omo ku ti be braid them na me ba ha early 90s no na gan enye nda na bia fu se Ghana for you omo nim dada me ba early 90s no na Ghana for wie cars omo Nigeria for omo wie cars na omo de aba Ghana ne Nigeria no akotonton bia for na de omo ho hihye mu e fa o my uncle for ne Ghana for no kura be didi o ga be a friend 6 hours for New York ho just say more than 60 to 70 to 100 people. You don't need to go. Wow. If you are going to deport to yeah. And you know, America for government, you need to Ghana for yes, sneakers. Only that. And we are there for me. And again, Ghana for one person should be brave. Juma walk. Abemu. Pentagon na investigation. Ghana for be brave. On bet me am info. And you are probably no more do. Until one TV station na because every year no my investigation more than 10 years.
All right.
Yeah,
that's it. We say omo mo ba so nyina kire say FBI for no nante kwa. Before be ba no, me hear comment section na obebre na asese before obetu kwan kra free baby owo na kokuru foforo so no. This will catch in the bank no. E ma the bank ne ti ase say me tu afri ha. Anko ha na the bank na ama no ho kwan ne ade. It's Sikano said they were fully dinner. And yes, I know Moody or Modian. I better spiritual, Mammy Tiwe. Yeah, spiritual.
Bank managers, I would love to join this communication for educational purposes. I would really love to join because I'm also how they be a education be angles ni manipa hunu baby a traps ni baby a it's a trap on the fahana and you be a befa a be you be. Your cousin answer a ma babsi kasi. Oh, cousin, when you're a branch manager and you may be sabo when you ma, oh, cousin, you're not interested, no. And you won't know what to me how they kasi you're not interested because when you are a branch manager and you won't know who open ABC as a branch manager. I've worked in the bank before. I was a former banker. Me, I'll better say I'm from Bong. I've been in the bank before. What's that? Operations manager, credit manager. Oh, yes, I cook branch manager. Hey, I'm telling you, operations manager, see a baby angles and our angle. Operations manager, credit manager, any accountant in a bank. Oh, you met my as our connection where you branch manager now, so wine. Oh, your ghost to call any so. At the end of the day, no balance sheet now share. At the end of the day, no profit gain in the branch now share. At the end of the day, no target now share. What target no more meeting. Now so internally, no, you have no idea. It's internally no. Oh yeah, kono scammer na wo ba no. Oh no, mami cho baby no. Ne fa le kita no. I kono ba education no. Mami bi wani kaka. Scammer bi e ba. O ka so ba as an ordinary boy or say junkie, pajamas and jeans bi ni t-shirt bi no abegina wani. Scammer ba wani ma. Or the latest me say free board members, board chairman of the bank. O kita one letter every ho. No, say kita letter free head of operations, head and you normal branch manager operational. O kita head of operations letter. Into no sir, ejuma we ne scammers no all solve a slow top most management no. Wa solve one name you know what a branch kwa one kwa or bet me facilitating ni credit ni sika. Hey. It was top one. It's answer na scam maybe but when you know she say na somadia or in a chewing gum why your tattoo or your junkie wabo bandana no won't let us know be here too when as a branch manager no me I'll better say from as a secretary make catch us won't let me receive it now me the brewer who over as a manager I'm telling you.
Me later never see me receive where we must stamp so. Me a secretary to the bank, must stamp so. Me receive. Until later when free board chairman or conform me and so on. Later when free head of department or conform you know. Later when free accountant or conform be 3 wo. Until conform be 10 letters and signatures na wo ha. On only account na so no ba be on any sika else America ba or be facilitate. On your bank things be on a scam be you so. Ye na ye more bank ni yet yase. Into a bar, or say, I am here to facilitate this loan, this credit, this cash. War branch manager, I would love to join this communication. Now, I mean, chance in the balance sheet, makes me a feasible cash. She can't for you 2 billion, 3 billion. Necessary can want to me as a branch manager. So, she can also our computer and so. My boy, I was so come on. Now, this is our branch manager, no can say, and yes, I can be an hour, me to target. And yes, I can be an hour branch and air course. Because if not that kind of money, we branch in a bit near Guno. Because if your bank is not performing, your branch is not performing, they will collapse it, they will close it. Your question I won't be affected. It's what is he talking about? Or balance sheet my paper amount, or profit and loss my paper amount, what be a computer and so all the incomes and outcomes and all the transactions you need at the end of the month because also our target. On some the target, I mention how I'll prepare it for him. But the Baba cool. Into my prepare into Mediaba. Into Scâmmɛr-Dr when my young to me like I say, I'm not interested. Into me catch and I know what are you talking about to me by now. Over branch manager, when they appointed, were you politically appointed? Did you come on your own or did you qualify? Do you know who they call them branch managers? Did you qualify to education?
That conversation is through so I better Roberto so now you know yeah so on make you point yanko.
You're politically appointed not to as a branch manager. Unqualified. I'm not too. And you find the branch manager. Woman, the political letter free. And this are also. Woman, the letter free. See, don't get your back. Now, me their fed through head. Me their fed through branch beyond the head office. Now I call board chairmen for her. Now me the letter about who are you as a branch manager? Oh, Santa Manu appointed no be so branch one qualifies you and Fano. Santa Mania for as a branch manager. We voted for you to start voting an election. You know your percentage. Only mama move voting on our Betina as a branch manager. It is our office now. What to say? What to kick candidate? What to shake? It's no one yet to send your vote to me. Or cause on your interest. Me say operations manager, credit manager, accountant. They will do this kind of job. You the branch manager. You have no idea, and I'm daring him.
Wow.
It's all to see a education now. Mrs. Scâmmɛr no about oh yeah wine. Oh no people Scâmmɛr so about. Okita follow. Okita follow on Kaso. Okita follow the two branch manager name. Now letters na first through the secretary. It's my secretary Nibida. Oh be letters Nibia now I call about letter head Nibia. One branch manager. What are you talking about?
Hey, Abeta. My
branch manager. Okay, what about me contribution me buy and say, Miss Rob, me contribution me buy and say, you also Dr. Likee or no a street boy. Now the street boy ni mono. Hello. Hello.
Meet you.
Dr. Likee or a street boy. Now the street boy ni mono. Or no times ni really worse ni wo you swa. And you for the street and you for lane person you educated. Also on him Kofi boat or a businessman. Or no Dr. Likee no all street in this one no a street boy no. You can business or no and your hand go hand come. All about who lane person as a business person I won't see us here. I know found the funniest scammers no or when you man or more in a corner ba. Now the person me pick free angle be say. Where do know who you say corner ba who starting you so where do be say. Nyame ashirawo asofo ne dia dwen bi say yetrim say adwumaden eni aketua ade nyame shira enti saa de na wonkofo bebre tirim no even my mama ka so be 24-hour economy na emesre because Ghana ne ya program ya wo ya to system a Ghana ni bia kwadwuma from anopa 8 ebo 4:35 hour pon into 24-hour economy no ya ne sen I just say yeah no etimi tu kwa ba che ni abehunu say say adwuma yetimi ko bi day yetimi ko bi night yetimi ko bi bia ewia inti yeah no ma yetu kwa ya system no programming and sa no say you build a good system in Ghana fraud boys no on be no musa on to so broni add the machines add the system about the chill because your system na why you Ghana no our managers ne be kasa ye me just our system is weak.
It's fraud boys for no miss or bar. Econoba. Oh, let us I never to any miss branch manager. Yes, education, mommy date, mommy time. I will sit on, say a nimble boss, see a nimble education, yeah, keke. You're almost a deep, deep, you're back on the light, back on the light. Now I'm daring those branch managers and I say, let us head the need on Niamo Seno, want to mean Kawashi, want to make us you are not interested. Or track or more track because of your way I saw the near power. Your power and the Nipa for Besua or be facilitated, yeah, scam and I'm Midinami, I'm on fire with
mommy, very say spiritual says in a tinicano. Mo say comment in this why she and mo say or more so may pronounce when him dear more. If you cross your victims, so Laura Michapa, where dear. If you cross your victims, our mobile so back will be quite a mechanism. CA. Now, Medinato, a year if you didn't say or no a victim. A beatun the paper, a quite fast why a boono, and I said the property see and tea acquire a victim. No, yeah, and any chunk of money musane, a ban saying, and why any victim near the other. Now, and someone called for a come with TV swallow, ras nene, any opinion or desk we see, actually say, or a bois, Emma, a year entertainment industry, no calling him near the other. Man forces I can no more can or more any angel when I believe you no
minimum Kofi. Minimum Kofi.
Okay.
Kofi a good person. The name or a businessman or you nekuma I will try work a stack. It's not usual word be say will I there are some tools so on. Ya papa. Asebu ya de kwa we are no baby enya day. Enye asem ye day. Ehia. Iti message asemba umienya botre ebianse na ukase obi wo football
Park Academy
inti say players na nkwa na wo na omba fa hen wo mbefa so ebi nso a wo nkom no na nte saa mecho no minim Kofi
so no
minim Kofi ta
okay
Kofi a good person the name say a business
me chawo for na about me chawo akoraba ma Dr Likee who say on idea or canon FBI asem no enye abesin case asem na ye kawo ansa na abrofofo no betu omunai aba okrom abe kan bibia kire no yes years of investigation o moaye afani pa no ho beso ko ordinary tu na so kasa asem na tesi ano omuti twi no twi na ye ka wo we no su nyina omuti o ombe start ya investigate u sesi a ahun se bia uni papa no odi bia na on kaso omu kasa e bebrebe nyina no omu ma brofo no more information o la Michael a o ka se omu nim asofofo bi ni fraud boys ni di juma nyina mu ma more information o ekonaba could you believe say mi ankasa mi sika o na ma transfer sika dia ma mi mami just chop money mi mami through Western Union no omu block email omu block email mi mami sika mi hwe mi bra mumba ti say 3 e was school mi hwe 2 su e was school e wa Ivory Coast omu block email omu si juma be na mi wa mi dan kayo ya he bank no frame me and omu bi sa me question omu si mi dan kaya yes mi dan kaya he mi revenue ni mi dan kaya he mi telephone kaya he mi electricity kaya he na ahe na kama mi a mi wo ma omu nim say mi wo ma mi no how do I cope with those expenses amit mi send sikasa eko efie empty Baya 1 year near Mintimi ye Western Union. Mintimi ye MoneyGram. Because of that.
Wow.
And ye got me see Ghana yet me ye mra yet me di mra so year. I don't think FBI embassy will be or Europe and Israel say why ye money laundry. Because when mana ewo Israel chrome or much chrom or mama mana ye juma to the state say won't mean dim nana chinje. Ghana no ye Code of Conduct, Money Laundering Act, no banks no or more fund nye juma. One kasa wo bank manager ni pay ye 5,000 Ghana or only property more than $100 million. Or one kasa ye bank manager why ne checking no? Omuni enunti na ya abeda Daniel Asem. We have abesim case up to now. I want me on the Asem because I'm paying for baby is fashionable. Ekonaba ubo ejuma mo uni ejuma. But omo kasa kasa no omo nima more information about themselves. So unima na say what kasa was usua ye dipe enunti omo be start I investigate one kasa. Wa we radio presenter who salary ahi. So who come to Toyota Venza $15,000. Who salary ahi what me to $15,000 car. On best start investigation sunti. Omuka omwanuntu obi akodi ni sika onko fesi ni nimra. Akona mami das.
Ida se we dey asamu mama china se wankasa sori ekuhia asem no dia ne wankasa wasem na wankasa wa fixe ho. Ze banka abaso. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yes sir.
Ekona mami chichi bibi na beta.
Beta anti was your. Hello. Hello. Over meet you.
Yeah, Kwana.
Meet you.
Yeah. I think that I meet here better. Now better she's making a very good point. But you see, she should understand, say, there are so many ways that these people operate. And she shouldn't also think, say, it is only from the top. And for her to understand, and your branch manager Biana is appointed by a political person. And she gets it, we are all educating people. Nobody is coming to fight against anyone. Her experience is what she spoke about. Some of the mechanisms. I am telling her my experience. And see, I'm surprised how she's being personal, trying to attack somebody. That is not what we are here for.
Yeah.
So if you think, say, the institution you work, they work from the top, that's fine. In any case, OPR were parts to play. And see, I am sharing my experience I had. And I don't know who she is, but you might think you've gotten there. But you don't even get anywhere near the person. Nobody is fighting against anyone.
Experience.
Exactly. And I didn't share my experience. So don't come and debunk my experience. Go ahead and talk about your experience you have. And don't lump every branch manager in the same cycle. Say, you don't know me. You don't know how I'm going to the bank. Some people work their way through from start to get to where they are. And these are things that happen. It doesn't always happen from the top. Even if it happens from operations money. I know people who have resigned quietly because they don't want to be a part of what is happening. Makes me more banks need pity. But some people banks need pity, they will know me. And they know what I stand for. And some of the decisions I took because of certain things that were happening in my branch. It's yes, I won't say a target assembly, but maybe come experience I had. Man, I didn't really say to me happen. Yes, what she's saying happens, but she should also understand, say, sometimes it happens from the branches. But nobody is fighting. I see there's nothing like phantom of knowledge. Be a sharing experience. When you think you've been a secretary or Bank of Ghana or whatever, come and share your experience. Don't come and say common branch. Oh yes, sir. It's like you are being petty. You're guided in our discussions. I never spoke against anyone. I only explained some of the experience I've had and some of the things I know that these people use. Okay, Mr. Media, say na Mr. Media, but don't come and make it look like you are panacea of wisdom. Now, POB as a baby, as it said, the person doesn't know what he or she is talking about. Yes, I am. It's in a guided. Okay, it's right here. Obi is ready. The banker. On your bank about your back channel. You help all of us. It's so bad of a share not here. Like you're coming to because if one people come and they are doing that, let's be guided. At the end, you learned it from the top. Or be learning from the branch. And it is the same thing. It still comes back to the banking system. It still comes back to the banks failing us. It's why you being personal to individuals. Why?
All right. Of a kafra say bibi na anye ya fache ye program na nkasa so ye be na afi ne aduemu ye super why hello hello I'm saying the network na tikwa na network na tikwa enti offer any atini kan ti abeta wo experience ne be share no edu time ye bie ayi na tum so obi a me kire ne de na so wa share wo de Hello, mommy.
Yeah, asama sister me bread e beke. Me ne ya adwen. Lufuo no do. Ejuma bi wo ho a inye bia wo position bi. No, or you easily to be influenced.
Yeah.
Speaking from my experience, my brother paying no engineer. That time no work. Ejuma bi wo Ghana. Or you paying power ejuma bi wo Ghana. I paying so no do. Ne, or you be on bribe. Bibi mama nye wo papa. Ye ko na edwuma branch or wo baby ye wa. Penyin no won me nyaka do me brother pe. Aso penyin ne kan de. Ah. So bia to them pepe. Nche Ghana kokodo. On bribe. Wo mo ka ye course wo outsider. All there within 1 year. No wo di bia hye na ani. 1 year na dem people we sida no tu. Wa ye ya mo de bufu. Oko early pension. Wo si edwuma mo ho. Because and endorsement of bribery and corruption all cotton until war body wa. And I saw bread they became or be or working the way through to be the branch manager. In your being also ya dedication. In senior bia no ye easy or easily to be influenced. Inside your contributor.
All right.
Yes, so we shouldn't generalize it, but we have to be. But it's awkward most of the time. Bankers, one or what two, a lot of them are syndicates. When you these people, when you want to operate, Equagana de K. Whisker, Erie Iska, Nanny Power Two, all the kind of no indicating there, maybe. A hard bank, a K. Scâmmɛr £5,000. Ni Power Two, on showing because Nedjuman or ye, Mususa, Uchianaka. In senior marketing to be a foul business or Ghana, Wabu Fu, Mamu Obu Fu. Bankers no one, if you what would they no we won't start. A lot is going on in the banks, but him near Biala, no your manager Nadia, or fall into these silly traps. I can thank you and God bless.
Okay, mommy, that's a pa. I said the idiot comment in Abano. Sherry was respecting views are very important. Period. Need you a buy so I don't know. Your page de wouldn't so be a dana coins. Come on. And now post was they are all there because of profit. Mami Piki Kofi. Hello. Yes, I boss about your meal too. Nice one, you too.
I'm saying your friend is saying on say Ghana no amount for TSC, once a similar amount for so as some damage control, but Ghana for the potentials of FBI. So in TSBI, the Bansu no more so again, Manisika and a step more than more church, more Musuna, more critic, friend is saying. The idea is more your frosters because when you miss Ghana, you put a more dabon thing. Brother be a Ghana for soon. Your mamma no more cry. Quite almost fast could you a could deeper and son of Mama crying or more danka or mutia. Nas a ranty 21 years as if for more pre alcohol. Now, Mobile is scanning poor, and I said, be crying in the environment now, watching society now, woman crying at least 40 years to Brahman. But when it comes to the case of friend is FBI, among Fonti as CSA, Kosoba from Krana, among Sakan, Mamma no being so ready.
Yeah, that's a pa. Nana say, was here when I sent you the documents. Nana say, who document the chat to and the documents the chat to and Sanamako. Nana say, a victim was sending me documents, be the chat to and Sanayako, and I say, me hoopa today. Mami few minutes me we na me the documents ni be chat for na ya kan mu asem no so kakra. Hello fa. We dey anope dey ka fraud ho asem na eja me papa so ye victim. Ada e dey ni go bu wo. E dey ni si.
Omo
Mai ti we na teach mu kire.
Media no. Yes, the command ni say in fact, me wo banker no Lois, a castle Lois no or more you another bank Halifax, just a one company and no more run away. And this data automatically no so data what the other side. Now no my mama even a mama me credit card, me credit card no be bank overdraft in Nasipoina. Now
hwe serena to say the obedient kaka no say aha no wa usika but won't me en use to say the ope to say the organ no me wona obi yes opabosia bi madam for papa pania said on so na ne afi wa che okromu ha and why opabosia na not twins accounts na omode ma me no me de sim ne mo hwe into request amount no and na me yes me transfer scan to ne pan accounts into the transfer scan be and a buy say me bank yes me free o so anti me free bank no na say me free na cyber security department me free o na say otu say o she so be something ten me so me na phone so nche and me be some say is it strong say obi me send this scam obi people see me obi see me people see me born position is it strong ana and I also know there's nothing wrong but how long nam ni pa no and a plan bank and nam ni pa ya aya or the betcha misika mame me am the misika na me born pa no position no plan bank and nam ni pa ya betcha misika mame in fact omo kasa tintin me twa so and I call me other bank accounts no so bio and I'm saying me call use one number con transfer sky free one of them the same accounts I could about me the house me transfer and also no a call block and no me enter me free and also yeah me say free and then also questions and me cut one me say okay me company accounts and then me call use me company accounts somebody I send this kind of call to me use and also so na so mo block we one block no one a year me transaction me no nti afei no na wose me nya abotane me ne omokasa nti me ne omokasa na ombisa me detail plans na afo ombisa am say den omo hwe the way me try say me transfers kana call as accounts mu na che say your friends I so obi e press me and I'll be back me lum bibi bibi ho nti ye beka no me is okay say te dia a weekend into no a Monday and me for my details, my identity, and fan cop bank or I mean co prove me who say me na me send this scan. On about we believe say me call bank or no be some the pan details are you identify me we no more first cyber security my mammy so almost be 1 hour. If we enough from Kajam say nipa na me person bonabosian me in trance. Na me na me plan a repayment details. Planner or for so chase scan. And see, a mamma call Nipano and a call bank, my bank back. No twins accounts for the mamma, no so any more, no so the trail because the Nipano or the accounts man, a corner son and Nipano accounts for the mamma, yeah, or be a student. What I say, and as a student, no, next scanner may transfer at their two accounts and what is a own to me, yes, as a cano, or be a student there, and then I'll secretary to me call accounts. Yes. On Bruni, and you know, me call bank of your nice house or some of the police, mammy. Oh, what and Kadana Kamiamisika, when I'm a demon will be Nipam Pen and Bonabosia. But it's almost say Nipan Bonabosia accounts are the man or the account in student accounts. And student accounts, maybe away Juma, but for the week, maybe 20 hours. The 20 hours, so a couple for the month no grand says can want to was as can an obedience as can now this can go to accounts with that means there's a money laundry cost. So 20 I'm 2 I say Nipano air pressure me and will be home blackmailing and I say ABA and now force me to chase cano and I said there's a money laundering and I said drag and I be the police in the buy no omo jimi phone je ni pana me bon bossa papa ni phone yes almost scrutinizing me in the conversations in and to we na for mo say no ayi no no and no mo draft sketches tia some draft sketches scan if ha e be kwa ha okwa ha ya block and the police in training na mo for mo hwe agimi date of birth bibia hwe me background e ho adwa me no and almost I'm saying, we will the baby. My house is going to be the baby. We may draw me the class and ye, the company ye. I also when I'm used for my savings and I was used for my daily cash activities. omoji economy moji me name wie no hwe ayi accounts na your friends a bank na ma every normal increase my credit card then that month mo use my credit card after no quickly no omo cruise my account na me no ka say check some the me ego hey cruise my account I draw me overdraft I draw my credit card me miss can so no begin no I begin do mo ya ni say bank no e froze my accounts
wow sika na o dey send am obi keke no
yes it is a person me try me that car me the ID card ndi bia any me rent agreement in the core bank
hey
na me landlord no I details na account details am na bank no a transfer sika na fi my accounts mu and no money cyber security and say bia fraud action akasa na omo transfer omo go ahead and say me the evidence about say me trace sika me konaba no mo bank na proof say yes there's evidence here HSAMPA, me was me chase away my conaba. Me prove identity, no match document of identity crime, me prove no my details. No more go ahead now for more chase can to work on accounts. No more to your map and you at your mommy.
Wow.
All saying system secure. And this case, a cause so after me petition ye. A petition no. The answer after no accounts frozen no. After some withdraw all more credit facilities of the money, overdraft, credit card, any close accounts. No mama me check, and no come and spare. Mama me check. Me no can say checks 2 checks Halifax no, and then I say go make them CCR.
Wow.
Me to me, I'm fan call back. Me the call bank was me call almost it is a send B account. Na no say 6 months biano. I was me call it bank no more almost 6 check na me every 6 months. I put about say me pay credit facility be fancy phone and I say be a network of no more so many years no. I order my credit file. Your friend be your friend no safe as. I say crime and fraud prevention network. All the UK fraud of action of fraud no also. All the bank na is on platform. All the credit facilities na is on platform. Your friend safe as obi oni BAT say immediately be am here be no. Say bomb me my address and me date of birth pay. That can say me a fraud.
Hey.
And see for the years na me to me enya access me facility me hey. As I say, me pay kwana na meje no, me pay na meje ya. After an online one banking ayina omo grant mame. Online bank ayina omo grant mame no. I cover the whole year no. Me kuta physical cash me to me the two accounts ma 2,000. Me the 2,000 pound. Me the betu mo. Me the 1,000 pound too much. Just after 6 months. Me to the 1,000 pound to bill.
Wow.
So on say our systems it here. And make us not be email so crampono. Na me email as well scrutiny here. So me send email ma wa konoba. E ko queue for some hours.
Hey.
I'm read me emails. Who say what transactions na me and I said email no point correspondence when I'm no corresponding.
Sika ba ko pe na o ko send ya mo bi na dia ko fa ba no.
O send ya mo bi no. Me fie pay fee a obi hu say car e bia car esi baby na omo monitor me movement in out. E bia me get drugs.
Sika say na o send na sika say na o send.
I call about and lose 6,000 pounds.
Hey.
5,000 plus. So one side this here. Emma to say I'm Jimmy details no to say upia cars were monitor until say after no monitor when you na me petition safe as one crime prevention and action fraud one me petition here with details now was some call back kwa me dwuma e me ye dwuma company na me run no me try me taxes me ye dan be a lapse so am try bia information commission office data protection authority and agency na me or someone so you be register me put me into the regulatory put me to date certificate me yes I mean na
hey
on say high system to banking to say as I say I'm not say nan saying and I me be one banker and no can me be my card be bia the card bank card be bia ma no I'm block on the source of fraud and the fraud investigations.
Hey.
And now some of them identity me certify me document or post office in nema. No more say me checks, online checks. Not me live, live video checks. me ye no nyina wi na me send mo omo online hub no so and just recently no approve ya on my mommy another account on my mommy overdraft niema on says it here after no more be me la tuma se me send ye ya akọ nti omo to na so mo kan Ghana system no te se wo no office e kwa and before now me we no answer na mo approach say na say omo ye background checks aye ni me be to so before me flow ko no ba say wo ya flow ye be so a question say no the best thing say no ko mu na also catch mo and so me try say o me yi o kete ba bia even time out the time out the cost shop no ha time out the will ni na say one kan ko mo do na document me be to and maybe say we ko da wa we because me dey to be some ska we this date e dey na betom ska we e fin na betom ska we the come away e dey dey try the command background we bien so let us say nipa na account na mo de man we student and nipa say as can won to nya 5,500 and 5,800 into account about ye adwuma 20 if say 20 hours a week.
All right, that's a part we experience ne how we see it. Let's say that's it. Me can me that's it. Why?
Akraba ye na mpese no shem that's pa.
That's it. Let's say we should for him one. Abrochire ho no said ye me start here me can say ye na beti san komo we na se no ono an sika wo send am obi keke wo won de akuko wie no enye beti sa wo kan Ghana for mo ntiase a program no duru so a Emmanuel Ganda Asare me do be kan program no ho why me do be kan ho Bernard Esibe also wo a businessman wo a businessman a o yes wo ko o ye yi o send sika kura ko Ghana wo Minnesota no wo na o yes wo send sika akoli krum ye Ghana ontimi send 5,000 kura etiwe wo kan nipa ni bi wo ha e omo ntiase kakra bi na betiase Ghana fo ndi o meka se wo ye ni bre mo ya ho ya ana wo nua nya sika na ahyew but musa baby a wo nua nya sika ni free Samson Tewia wo nua ho ye de Faustina Taylor enso support program too much there be a Faustina baso a timi so share no like in be the White Angel me hu wa chepa ho ye de me chia pa Emmanuel me do beka program no ho hene banana ke osai me chia pa Vivian Ezien me da so join the program Facebook for YouTube for obi bia o dan or join the program maybe e dan ase je say the see emfa futu e ma ras nene yes one hwe ya o vista sam kra benya problem na de koso wa ne chirechire se bujan for enwumre be san to program no obi asande ye no obi be so obu no wa sande ne de aba ye de be kan enwumre program na afi mo hunu hawa o musi ye operation no me da munyina mase
me cho no minim Kofi
so no
minim Kofi pa
okay
Kofi a good person the name say a businessman ye na twuma a otua workers ka etim yusu word bi say wala ye dey asem to so a on ya papa asebu a ye dey kwa wuyi wa no ba bia enya dey enye asem ye dey ehia etim sesa asem ba omienya botre ebianse na wo ka say obi wo football
Park Academy.
Inti say players na nkwa na wom na omba fa hen omba fa so ebi nso a won kom no na ente sa
there's an unspoken truth but I have to say it.
Okay.
Industry na yesu ye free be investment routes ye payment for yesu investment and a movie for soon music for so ye pesca form the omobeshe unfortunately these people are show interest in our industry.
Really?
They are investing in our industry. They are giving artists the right value for money.
Wow.
They are the ones building the facilities we need to enhance the creative activities. They are keeping the culture alive. So what do we do? Because Sebi, artists na ye juma opese otwa quality videos opese otutu kwan emiti people near the how are we also able to sell our industry to legit money makers because do you know why do they find it comfortable to enter our space only when they want to watch their money? Because let me tell you some of the biggest clubs in the world. And it will be better me akwa 1 billion a night no on tiase sikana bua was so fa baby nti me na dem ho dem bottle and a do remain a straight person am say bottle here baby I could be 10,000 Ghana cedis. That is the way.
Say yeah.
Omuna creative facilities now omuye shows my artists need to be a performing.
Okay.
Omuna tia artists the right checks And Omu used to hear artists need to front it. So fortunately, there's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it.
Okay.
Industry now yes soon. You free be investment rounds. You per month for yes soon investment and a movie for soon music for so ye pesca form the omobishe. Unfortunately, these people are show interest in our industry.
Really?
They are investing in our industry. They are giving artists the right value for money.
Wow.
They are the ones building the facilities we need to enhance the creative activities. They are keeping the culture alive. So what do we do? Because Sebi artists na ye juma opese otwa quality videos opese otutu kwan emiti people near their day. How are we also able to sell our industry to legit money makers? Because do you know why? Why do they find it comfortable to enter our space only when they want to watch their money? Because let me tell you, some of the biggest clubs in the world.
Okay.
And it will be better me up with the 1 billion and 9. One tiasi. Sikana go was so far baby into me am dem hold me bottle. And I do remain a straight person. I'm saying bottle here baby could be at 10,000 Ghana cedis. That is the way.
Say yeah.
Omuna creative facilities now. Omuye shows my artists need to be a performing.
Okay.
Omuna try artists the right checks. And Omu used to hear artists need to front it. So fortunately, there's an unspoken truth, but I have to say it.
Okay.
Industry now yes soon. You free.
It your software. Omu do my accounts. Yes, I did my boys. And there were musicians. Almost do my accounts. Yes, I did because I'm a musician. Obeti again oh kobo show bi na hu ska na aba. You be the question obeti me ya no. Sa no mo pe o.
Okodem 50 years or no okodem. You hear show boy. Okodem by henia or the number. Enyum no class agba afa so. Na say our dan is a counselor today. Yes. Who on the left, who on the right, or he has issues with almost everyone. Meaning some kodem my war mo pania.
And your what politicians in Swa. I also so ye. The here is obey the percentage. No, I also have drawn a script amount. So we know assemble one. We know you know being a quadri yen at the end, Nina Tiny Acrophone to one. It will be me who cophobia. Once a day, where you may be, oh, yeah. Who musician be